show you all the love that I can give. Gonna be mine.
All right. Come on, internet. Be good today. Be good today, please. Okay. I beat Super Metroid Vitality today. The ending was a letdown. Good game. Pretty difficult. Ending was something to be left desired. There wasn't a final boss, or maybe, well, there kind of was, but not really. I don't know. Didn't like it. It was Crocomire. It's a different sprite, but it was Crocomire. It's the final boss. I don't know what the hell they were, like, I don't know. Maybe I just didn't explore enough to get the full story or something. It was fine. It was like the #1 ROM hack, 2020, 2021? I don't remember. 1 second. Right now I'm playing Super Metroid Cryogenesis. And, it's pretty fun. Fairly difficult. I've been playing it for about, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours. I'm kind of, I don't know how far I am, honestly. Some of these hacks can be, shit, Hyper Metroid I spent 16 hours on, maybe? I think Vitality I spent like 4 or 5. So, first run through, who the hell knows? this one's supposed to be really good. I just got the wave beam, and this is a brand new area of the game. It's all like cold based, which I really like. We haven't really got that in a Metroid game aside from, I don't know, Fernando Drifts and Prime, I guess. I can't really remember anything else. But yeah, fun game so far. And after this, I hope I'll get back on Warhammer. I still need to do dailies in Vermintide and log in, so I may do that. I haven't played Vermintide. I didn't play it yesterday at all, so I need to get back on that. I do really like that game. Shit. Actually kind of really fucking annoying. Well, fine. There's a lot of very interesting stuff that happens in this where you go between the background and foreground of the game. It's almost like a double map. That's really interesting. I don't know that I've seen done in a Metroid hack before. Maybe I have, but this game really relies on it quite a bit. I do need to go back and play the other ones and fuck, I don't know, even replay this or all of these and take notes and stuff and do like full reviews on them because they are very good. Even the shitty ones that I've been playing, they're still pretty good. Definitely worth anyone's time. I do have a Metroid Zero mission hack called Metroid Scrolls 6. Kind of a tongue-in-cheek thing, obviously, like the Elder Scrolls. And I do really like Zero Mission. Not as much as Super, but it's still really good. So I kind of want to delve into that world, you know? That's like the next big slew of hacks I'm gonna try out sometime soon. Why is this? Huh. Okay. That's weird. Oh well. It's fine. Ooh, I do not have the gravity suit. That is not great. No! Oh shit, this is weird. There's currents in here. This is something I've never experienced in a Metroid game. Currents, water currents. They've done some really kind of cool stuff in this. I don't know what all this is, but okay, so okay, I'm above where I was. Okay, there's that energy tank. It's fine. And at some point tonight I'll get that sinkhole video up after I quit streaming. Much later though. So what's been up, everybody? Everybody that's not here? Okay. I don't know what these little molecules are. I guess they're like locks or something, I'm not quite sure. Oh, fuck. Shit. This messed me up, didn't it? I bet I fucked it up real bad. Sex Bob, why you gotta do this to me? Okay, I don't think this is what I want it to do. Shit, I think I have to go all the way back around. Really? Did it not like remove all my shit? That's weird. Oh well. Don't follow that. Usually when I remove them, it deletes it from my chat box, but not this time apparently. I was also thinking about doing a little bit of Heroes of Might and Magic 3. I haven't played that in a long time. I started playing 7, everyone says it's bullshit. I played 3, obviously that's the best one, and then 5, everyone loves 5. Secondly over 3. But I was thinking about playing 3. Shit, I know where this is. I know what this is gonna lead me to. Yeah, gotcha. Gosh, there's a lot of lag in this ROM hack, which is not like super great. That water flow is like really annoying. I get what they want to do with it, it's just like really annoying though. Yes, that's the third one? I have a feeling these are like raising and lowering the water levels like they do in the water temple in Ocarina of Time. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. Yay. That's not super great. Ooh, this is really, really laggy. Don't know where I'm jumping. Did I fuck it up again? I probably did, didn't I? That's kind of annoying. Oh, excuse me. Damn it. I want that energy tank. We may look at some spacey shit too later on. I know a lot of people like that. That's why many of y'all come here or watch these anyway. I'm about to hit 130 subs. Lots of support pouring in lately, and I appreciate that more than you could ever know. Alright, I'm not sure where I'm going. I assume I'm going over there to fight Dragon? Maybe? Fantoon? I don't know. I've beaten Botwoon, and that's about it. So, this was filled with water earlier. I don't know if I need to go here or not. It's going back. I don't know about that. Yeah, and this is what I did earlier. Okay. Not great. Shit, I might have to do all of that all over again. Fuck. Okay. I think that's gonna be the case here. Well, shit. Damn. I don't know exactly what they're doing here to me. Oh, I want that. Every time. Okay. Alright, now where do I want to go with this? I guess up to the very top, right? But I think I need to raise the water level and put those flotation things up here, I think. Maybe not. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Should never listen, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And now okay, that's in another... Oh, that's gonna get me messed up. Okay, I think this is what I need. Yeah. So this should raise it one more, and now I should be able to jump across those buoy flotation things. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Okay, cool. Gravity suit, right? Gotta be. Has to be gravity suit. Yep. Deep suit is what they call it. That's fair. Gravity suit is not a great name. Ooh, it's a different colored. Ew. It's a weird looking gravity suit. Yeah, something about Toriza being genetically mutated or something is happening here. There wasn't just a whole lot, but I don't know. It's interesting. I actually like the story in this one. Yeah, I'll go down there. I think I saw somebody said this was a complete hack, but they were like, oh, this area coming soon as DLC, so I don't know. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. I feel like I've been here before. Maybe not. Please configure primary and backup streams correctly. I don't know what they're talking about. They are fine. I do not know what they're talking about. Internet's doing okay for me right now too. Amazing. Interesting. Oh. Oh, I got you. Let's see what we're doing here. All right. So we need the speed booster now. Oh, okay. Shit, I can't get up there, can I? Okay, well, I guess I go down and kill whatever that is. I'm gonna say Dragon, but don't know. There's a really fucking badass Phantoon fight in Vitality that I really liked. It was very creepy. Okay. This is the first suit upgrade I've got. Oh, I can't do this. I don't have power bombs. Okay. It's gonna be an issue. Okay. I kind of want to try and remake Super Metroid with the Godot game engine. I think that would be interesting if I could make the exact or almost exact same physics and stuff, and then make a game through that. That'd be really neat. Guess I'm gonna go over to the left to Erdont. Maybe, maybe not. Don't know. That is a really cool suit, though. I really enjoy this suit. The coolest one was the Metroid suit, but this one's pretty neat too. I wonder if I can go like around. I feel like. Okay. Fine. But if you need some space, I will step away. And I know it might sound stupid, but for me, yeah, I just gotta keep believing, and I've heard someday you will love me one day, and I will wait to get your love one day. Okay. Just say you will love me one day, and I will wait. So I have like two options. I think I'm gonna go to that Erdont. I think that's the big brain play here. So how has everybody that's not here been? Since last night when I streamed. Last night was a good stream though. With that sinkhole analog horror, that was really fun actually. I liked that. There's another video they had put up about Kate's Crossing, which I overlooked. I should have added it onto there, but I don't know. They do have other things like there's another horror series that they've done, and I believe it actually does tie into everything too. I just haven't really looked at it. Something about children's drawings and stuff. This leads me back up to that room. Can I not go in that darkened hallway? I forgot why I can't. Let's see. It's gonna take me long to get back there anyway. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I figured. Oh, I see. I wonder if I can bomb down there. Probably not. No, speed. I mean, that's clearly what I need now. Speed, power booster, whatever the hell it's called. forget if this is where I need to go or not. This is where I got the wave beam earlier. And I don't actually know if I was supposed to get the wave beam. I feel like it wants me to have the high jump boots at this point. But I've been doing wall jump, so I'm not sure if I'm like way off the intended path or not, which I very well could be, to be fair. So I don't know about that. I think this is where I want to go though. Maybe, maybe not. Then we could do Kerbal Space Program as well. I played that a long time ago, like in our little physics hangout center in college called the PRC. All the students went there to go study, but we just fucked around all the time and waited around for classes and shit. Made a lot of good friends there. It's a fun time. Where I did not want to go. Exactly where I just was. Okay. Come on. I'm gonna try and get up there again. Actually is possible. Yeah. But I can't. Yeah, I can't get back up there. Okay. That's the issue with these ROM hacks. Sometimes they're made for people that, you know, have mastered wall jumping and shit like that, and sometimes they're not. So it's a toss-up, kind of. Like, oh, is this the intended path? Is it not? I don't know. Guys are assholes. Okay, no, I haven't been here with my wave beam. I don't think it's gonna make a difference one way or the other, and I really wish I hadn't have done that. Fuck. Okay. I think I want to go back there and freeze one of them and then jump up. Kind of difficult to say? There's a pathway up there. Like I see it. Maybe that's just a one-way down type kind of thing. I don't know. Yeah, we can try over here. Come on. Okay. Come on. Come over here. God damn. Not gonna do anything for me, hopefully. Hell no. Okay, I think I can get that, to be completely honest. God damn it. I'm about 99% certain I'm not supposed to be doing this, but whatever. Oh, I gotta run off of there. Yeah, do that. There we go. That's what's supposed to be done. Okay. I'm just so not supposed to be here right now. I know it. Ooh. Interesting. I feel like I need the high jump boots for all this shit. Whatever, I'll do that then. It's fine. Oh, are we doing Spore Spawn? We are. Okay. It's kind of unexpected, but okay. Interesting. I wonder if this is actually going to lead to anything. Spore Spawn's kind of late game stuff in this particular hack. Doesn't look like they've messed around with their health levels at all. Shit. Okay. I think one more ought to do it. Yeah, there we go. If I remember right, you can come back here and damage him with the power bomb, but I may be mistaken. In the original game, I don't know about this game. That may be changed. Is it gonna give me anything though? No. Doesn't look like he has anything. Spazier. Hell yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that shit all day long. Very nice. And is this gonna allow me to drop down and get the probably not. Okay. Thought it was gonna let me get the missile expansion from earlier, but that doesn't seem to be the case, which is fine. I think that was worth it though, going over there for sure. Oh, they sent the bitches. They are not happy. They are not fun. They do a fuckload of damage. God, this makes me want to play Cyberpunk 2077. What I always listened to when I played that this year. Still in the top running for my favorite game of the year. I think that'll probably win it for me. Now that the game is, you know, playable, and I think it's really fun. It's a really fun game. That's where I got the bomb earlier. I still need the speed booster. That's my issue. Yeah, all that shit is, yeah, speed booster tiles. Ooh, that's interesting. Shit, I've already been going 40 minutes. Insane. Time is going so fucking quick. Wow. Yeah, I went over there, like near the beginning of the game. Can I not go back here? It may not be the case. Yeah, I can't go back. It's one way only, I think. But I can get back here quickly-ish. Perturbator's so good. They got me into Synthwave. I guess it's technically like Dark Wave or something, but fuck that. It's all Synthwave bullshit. Retro Wave, whatever you want to call it. Vaporwave is different than Synthwave though, completely, so I will recognize that category. I love them both equally. Oh, shit. Yes, I would like to save, thank you. Here, I'll be right back.
I need some music.
Okie doke, I am back. You find my controller? Where I put it? Alright. Keep on playing some more Metroid, Super Metroid Cryogenesis. Alright. So, I have the water suit. What is Skybreak? Doesn't sound familiar to me. Go check out what that is. I'm so glad they had that second jump somersault. When you aren't somersaulting, you press jump again, and you'll go into a somersault. It's very nice. Probably the number one complaint I have about Super Metroid. I need either the power bombs or really I need the speed booster, but I do not know where that is. So we're gonna have to figure it out. I was thinking about replaying Axiom Verge 2. I fucking love Axiom Verge, both of them, 1 and 2. I started speedrunning the second one. I didn't get very far into it, but goddamn, it's a great game. Such a good game. Probably my second favorite Metroidvania game. Metroid type. Shit, I don't even like I don't like that term, Metroidvania. That's just me though. I love Castlevania games, don't get me wrong, but I think they're two different things. The only like equitable thing is getting power-ups to access new areas. But Castlevania has leveling. Metroid does not in that traditional way. Okay.
When I look out my window, many sights to see. And when I look in my window, so many
Okay.
people
We went there, and that's gonna take me over there to that void engine. That's kind of where I was, though.
so strange.
I mean, I guess everything's telling me to go that way.
To me,
Back over there.
you got to pick up
Um,
every step. You got to pick up every step.
Oh, shit.
You got to pick up
There we go.
every step.
I do not like using the grapple beam at all if I can help it either. This is only a one-way, I bet. Yeah. Okay, that's annoying.
Must be the season of the witch. Must be the season of the witch.
I'm gonna try something. I want to do a that, but is there anything over here?
When I look over my shoulder,
Not really.
what happens then?
Taking a fuckload of damage for no reason.
I see
Cool.
some other cat looking over his shoulder. And he's strange, so
God
strange.
damn it.
He's very strange to me. You've got to pick up every stitch. You've got to pick up every stitch. Beatniks are out
That's still annoying. Why did it delete it now and not earlier? That's weird. Oh well, at least the sex bots are finding me entertaining. Been a slow night tonight. It's okay. Oh, I never went over there. Okay. Can do that. There we go. So, I don't know if they just mistyped the charge beam name, but they called it the Charage. Phrage. Don't know if that's a typo or not either. Seems weird that it would be, but I don't know. Damn. This thing's not die? Like at all? Really? Never mind. I am so confused on what I missed. Well, there's down there too. That's kind of annoying. I kind of want to go back down there. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to do it since I'm already kind of over here. Not that terribly far away. I haven't been here in a long fucking time. And I want to go there, but now, let's see. Oh, okay. That's nice. Yep. Okay, so I want to go to the right. X-ray visor would be great right now, but okay. Ooh. Hell yeah. Okay. New area. New area. Come on. God damn it. Gafflon DLC coming soon. Okay. So I found 2 entrances to that. Again, I don't know. If that's still coming. I don't know how like old this is. People said this was a complete hack. So we'll see. All right. Well, it's good to know that that's there anyway. I don't have to wonder about it anymore. But I do not have the high jump boots yet. Still, I just feel like that's something that I should probably have at this point. But maybe not. I don't know. Okay, back to where I was. I've been just about everywhere. It just has to be in that part that I was just at with the water. The void machine, I believe it's what it was called. It's also that second layer aspect to the whole thing, which kind of makes it a little bit more difficult to figure out where the hell you are. All right. Yeah, that's where I was earlier. And I believe... It's gotta be... I don't know. Is that Terra Null? I don't think that's where I was earlier. Let's go in here. Was this where I came from? Yeah, I think it was actually. Okay. Then it's the other one. The Erdont. Okay. Okay, I have to go into the back. So we've entered the back layer now. That's really cool, but it's kind of confusing. It's cool that they made the game, you know, be able to support that though. Hell yeah. Shit. Go! While the sex bots are joining, Candy Doll for music. I forgot where this one leads me to. That was my issue. Okay. Alright. So there's definitely something over here that I've just completely missed. That suit like reduces so much damage. Gosh, it's so nice now. Oh no! Damn it. Okay, that's on the other side. Gotcha. It'd be kind of neat if they did this with like Link to the Past. Well, I guess they kind of do. Those portals. Plus, that's an overhead game. Okay. Whew. All right, now we're back to where I wanted to be back at, finally. Can I like shoot those? No, they're not gonna do anything. Fantastic. Okay. Now I don't need the grapple beam to get up there though. That seems interesting. I could go down there, but maybe not. But maybe, but not really. Okay, this is where I go whenever that water spout spooks me out. I see. I can't. It seems like I can go down there. Down there. Like this. Seems kind of weird. Why would that be there? Can't go like back up. No. Ooh, that times. Ah. Okay, back at the wave beam. Yay. Okay, and there was something in here, which is where I got the, yeah, that was the, missile thing. Ooh. There's got to be something over here where I can go down and around. Because up there where I can go down, that was speed booster stuff that I need. Over there, that's where I got the spacer. Gotta be something over here. Huh. They never have anything like hidden in map rooms. Weird. I wonder if that's some kind of programming, I don't know, wall or something. Nope. I'm talking about. Oh, okay. Hey. What is happening in here? Yeah. High jump boots are happening in here. That is something that I needed. Not exactly what I wanted, but there's a place I can go now. Interesting. So now I can go, yeah, all the way up now. Very nice. I'm quite certain I should have got these high jump boots before I got the wave beam, but whatever. Because I have been in here a while ago. Quite a while ago. Ooh. Yeah, up here. Thank you. I do think it's possible to get in here without the high jump boots, but I'm not that good. Probably like a pixel perfect kind of jump. Okay. Ooh, that's a weird color palette for a Metroid game. I'm digging it though. Vaporwave palette. Shit, this is Vaporwave right here. It's like muted fuchsia and teal, or magenta and cyan. Very muted. The memes. I haven't watched a Davey video in quite a while. Should probably do that at some point. Not in the too distant future. Huh. What do we got here? Oh, am I going into the background now? I believe I am.
Way back, this does put a smile on my face.
Yeah, okay.
I need a bass.
Missiles. Yeah, I got him. Yeah, 2-bot raid going on. Sad times. How's it going? Been a few days. My sister was wondering where you were the past few days. Or when was that? Yesterday? Day before? I don't remember. I was drunk as shit on Saturday. I think. Go. More Metroid ROM hacks, because I could be playing anything else, but I'm playing Metroid. That's what I do. Same shit, different day. Yeah, pretty much. Kind of hungry, but that can wait. Made a white chocolate raspberry cake for Thanksgiving that turned out pretty good. Just finished the last of it off a little earlier.
Way better. This
It's like the one thing I can make that's pretty okay.
I need the bass.
It's a weird hack. Very odd. Oh, okay. The hell just happened? Wait, what? Oh, wait. Wait, I'm confused. I don't know what this is leading me to. Oh. That doesn't... Wait, what the fuck? So confused right now. Finished... Oh, that's cool. Good game. Worth 60 bucks or 70 or however much they're selling it for now. Wait, wasn't this... I'm so confused right now. Sorry, my brain is taking a minute to process what the hell is going on with this layering system. It's a good 60. Okay. Yeah, this is different because I can go through here now. Okay, it's a very, very, very odd ROM hack. What is happening here? This makes my brain hurt. I don't... That must be like spinning the propeller. Let's see. If I spin it clockwise again, this should go up here. I think that's what I want to do, I think. If I make it go clockwise, this like shoots the ball up and hits a propeller. This is very intricate for a ROM hack. I've never seen anything like this in a ROM hack. No. But what happens if I do it again? Maybe... Shit, I don't know. This is weird. What the hell? Oh, confused. We did some more analog horror last night. That's pretty fun. Vintage 8 stuff. Really cool. That ties into all that, the Oracle and the Tangy virus and stuff. I gotta put that up after I get done streaming. Oh man. Okay. This is different. Ooh, what the fuck is that? Meteorite. This is brand new. This is something custom. Morph Brawl Pro Ellen, press L and down. What? Something else. Huh. Yeah. We can do that. Somebody, hold on. If I'm gonna watch a Nick Crowley thing, somebody commented a request that I mean to do for them. I probably want to do that first. Now that you bring it up, hold on. Oh, yay, look at my stuff. 1,000 hours of watch time. Fun. Anyway, where was that? That I need to watch. Oh, I didn't even see this. Look at that. Somebody else posted back. Shit. How many other ones have I missed? React to Nick Crowley, TikTok's most dangerous predator. How long is that one? Maybe we can do both tonight. Internet's been nice to me tonight, so that's good. TikTok. Sure. That one's not too long. Okay, I've already watched that one, but I don't remember what it's about, so we can do that again. That's fine. And then the Mr. Sleepy. Yeah, the 17-minute one is fine. Didn't we watch Mr. Sleepy, people? Wasn't that guy that was sticking his finger in people's eyeballs? Did I not do a legitimate reaction to that? I mean, we can watch that too. Wasn't I playing Deus Ex when all that when we watched this? Like, that was my Deus Ex period. That's fucking weird. Yeah, we can watch. Yeah, we can definitely watch that. There's some weird shit out there. I really need to be doing more reactions to those. It's what draws people. Well, and my biggest boost is my Power Rangers video. That's what got me all of these comments and 30 subs in a few days. Which is shitty. I don't want to get subs like that, but you know, shit happens. That shit happens, brings the community together, so you find like-minded people, which I don't really want to find people like that, but man, when I was drunk the other night, I was like fucking crying my eyes out on stream. That shit like really affected me. Has been for the past week. Jason David Frank stuff. Watch Amy Jo Johnson, the Pink Ranger. I guess they were good friends, like outside of Power Rangers. They just became real good friends. Man, that fucking killed me. I'm not drunk right now. It still makes me want to cry a little bit. I think the other night I was online when I was streaming. I think you were playing your game. Fucking yeah, because I think I got messaging you and like bothering you. It's like, where are you? You should have put, I need my dad. Oh, fun times. At least I didn't throw up on myself and pass out at my computer. I call that a win. Okay, well this is kind of fucked. I don't know how to get back. Oh, it's the ball thing, right? Wait, what did I do? Did you? Yeah, you should have. Well, you did ignore him. That was probably the right thing to do, to be honest. Oh my gosh. I got that meteor thing, but I don't know what the fuck. That ball, hold L and press down. Wait, what? Oh, press down and then press L. Oh. Okay, well that's very... I've never seen anything like this power up in a Metroid game. That's actually really interesting. Huh. Ooh, and I know on the 30th, I'm actually probably gonna make a video about this, just like a short message. They are putting out, and I know you probably don't give a flying fuck about it, but that's fine. No, not many people will, but they're coming out with this, they have this game engine called RPG in a Box that I've really, really wanted to try. But it's like 30 bucks. I just don't have that. And, you know, I'll be honest, I couldn't find it anywhere else either, but I really wouldn't have wanted to download it like that. But anyway, point is, Epic is giving it away for free as their like free monthly game deal. And that's going to start on December 1st through the 8th. I'm going to pick that up. That'll be some fun streams. Because there's specific things that I want to do that engine, I believe, will allow me to do easily. It's like a voxel game creator, but I don't know. Built on the Godot engine, which is what I was kind of fiddling around with and trying to learn. Anyway, I know that's like the most boring fucking thing ever. Have you seen the Pokemon, you know, disaster? Because it does not look good. I need to make a video on that too. Unlike modern gaming in general. Because it's just a shit show right now. Okay, so I jump and do that. Gotcha. I mean, I still want them. I still want to get Violet. I do not want to pay full price for it. I want to go out of my way to get a used copy because I do not want to support their practices. Or actually, I did find some ROMs online. And it's sad because it's like the most well-selling Pokemon game. Every game beats the last one. And every game is lazier and lazier and lazier than the last one, and people keep buying that shit, and it keeps telling the company that they can be as lazy as they want and still make, you know, record profits. Bullshit. Like, what can you do? The game is still hilariously buggy. If you haven't seen those videos, we need to watch some of those. Because Mudahar did a thing on him. Yongya did a couple of them. His is the best one to watch because he put up another video up on the bugs, and it was just like a montage. Just, I don't know, 50 different clips of Nightmare Fuel, Pokemon Nightmare Fuel. It's insane. That being said, my brother-in-law did get a Scarlet. I watched him play it, albeit for like 10 minutes at Thanksgiving. It looked fine to me, but again, that's a 10-minute, you know, 10-minute cross section of what I assume to be a fairly large game. Yeah, that's kind of what we'll watch some of that shit. I mean, honestly, I kind of want to stream it for the buggy gameplay. That's exactly what I did with Cyberpunk. It's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. Okay, I was already here. Yeah. But some of it is like actually... there's one glitch that has there's no other way to call it. They're called like the Awuga eyes. If you've ever seen like Who Framed Roger Rabbit or any old cartoons, whenever they see like a hot girl, their eyes bulge out of their head. The Mask, if you've ever seen The Mask, he does it too. That is in the game, and it is fucking hilarious. I legitimately like laughed out loud, nearly fell out of my chair watching that. It is so funny. Yeah, I'll play a little bit more of this though. I've been playing like an hour and a half of this. Been enjoying it quite a bit. sometime in the near future, I'm gonna go and hold on. I'm gonna go replay all these and do like proper reviews on them. Yeah, pretty much. Well, yeah, the wolf whistle, yeah, and his eyes pop out of his head and shit like that. I wonder what the first one to do that was. Probably like Betty Boop, maybe? I haven't watched many Betty Boop cartoons. And I love that shit. I love old cartoons. I still think they're funny as fuck, even to this day. I'm kind of like Mike Matei in that way. I don't know if you watch Mike Matei. I mean, surely you know who he is, right? AVGN guy. He's kind of done some fucked up shit, but God damn it. Hold on. Wait. Yeah, Angry Video Game Nerd. He was like the guy to do all the illustrations, and he actually helped with most of his videos, AVGN videos. And then he left, and then he started doing his own streaming stuff on Twitch, and he's I've watched him, like whenever I used to go on Twitch quite a bit. It's weird. He's fun. He's funny to watch. He gets really mad. You think that I say fuck every other word? Holy shit. He is like the grand master of that. Okay, what am I doing? What am I? Okay. Oh, okay. I see what I'm doing. Gotcha. But anyway, he likes the reason I brought him up, because he likes all that old cartoon shit. And I've never played Cuphead my entire life. That's like a tragedy, because I love that kind of stuff. God, man, I may download that tonight and play it tomorrow on stream or something. Didn't they come out with like new DLC for it, I think? Yeah. I don't know why I've never really played it. Wasn't that the thing, like right when it came out, journalists at, what was it at, IGN or Kotaku, like they literally could not get past a training portion where it was like double jumping. Yeah, Cuphead is like a bullet hell run and gun kind of game with that old, you know, oh, what do they call it? Hold on 1 second. Oh, that's weird. Squish and stretch graphics. That's like what the animation style is called. They used in the old, like, oh shit, I know where I am. Badass. For the old like Mickey Mouse cartoons and like the real old cartoons, you know. Huh, this is weird. But yeah, it's supposed to be really hard, but I think I would really like the game because I love that kind of shit. Originally, it was supposed to be a boss rush kind of game, but then they added levels and stuff because it did so well on a Kickstarter. Which is pretty cool. Was it Kotaku? Yeah, it was one of them. And they were getting made fun of so hard. Oh, I haven't read it yet because I'm kind of afraid to. But, you know the, turn that down a little bit. You're aware of the whole, like, Boogie situation, right? Him basically going broke and everything. Like, you know about all that? it was something related to that that I did. If you don't know the backstory, it's not worth talking about. Boogie, like, he's been putting up a bunch of videos. You know, he's like, oh, I invested all of my money into cryptocurrency, and he's basically broke now. Because he fucked up and put all of his money into some, he didn't say what it was, but some kind of crypto. And you know, all those crypto companies have been like being obliterated these days. Well, anyway, and I like Boogie. In fact, Boogie was one of the inspirations for me to do YouTube, at least way back when, in the first time that I did it. I like Boogie. I have no problem with Boogie. He can do whatever he wants. I think it really sucks that he lost all his money, but and I know he replied, but I have not looked at it, and it was kind of mean, and I really don't mean it to be that way. But he put up a video today saying to boycott Magic the Gathering because they put out an edition that was $1,000 that was basically like a reprint of Alpha, the very first Magic the Gathering set. He's like, yeah, don't do this, boycott it, and everything like that. And then I posted on his comments. I was one of the first people to post, so I did see that he replied. You know, I didn't open it up to see what he said, but I said, I wonder, I started off like, yeah, I love Bookie. I've even done a few interviews with him and stuff like that. That's completely true. But I wonder if that video would have been made when he was still flush with money and rich. But now that he's not, I'm curious if that has any factor to do with how, you know, like, now that he does not have disposable income, is that a contributing factor of why he made that video? That's what I'm trying to say. You know, if he was still rich, would he have made that video? Or would he have just fucking bought that shit and moved on? I'm not calling him out or anything either. I'm just playing devil's advocate kind of thing. So, I don't know. Like, I hope he doesn't. I'm sure he will, because it does sound like a really fucking shitty thing to say to somebody. I'm just genuinely curious, though. Like as a scientist, like, it's interesting to me. I know he gets trolled so much, and he probably thinks I'm a troll. It's just, that's not the case at all. Oh, this game is like a fucking maze. Even more than Metroid usually is. Man, the internet is so good tonight. I was getting very angry last night at it. But same shit, different day. I need to go to the right and up. Yeah, I'm gonna beat that boss, and then we'll go to YouTube shit. Last night I actually had quite a few people in here, like 5 at a time. That's a lot for me. Weird. It's like, fuck yeah, let's go. Oh, okay. I know where I need to go. Not that way. God damn Rich was watching some DSP today earlier when he was streaming. It's really funny. So, DSP rage quit and uninstalled Mario Golf from the Switch. Who the fuck rages and quits at Mario Golf? Play it. You can't make that shit up. Who does that? Still makes, God damn it, still makes me laugh. It's so absurd. Yeah, it was pretty funny. If you catch Rich's VOD, it's like the last thing. It's probably like the last 5 minutes of it. It's really funny though. I don't know. I'm not super up on the big DSP lore like y'all are, or Rich is anyway, so I'm not sure. I believe this Mario Golf was the Switch version, I think. So it's the most recent one. It is really awkward to do. He's like complaining about the... I've never played it. I would love to. I think I'd love Mario Golf. Complaining about there's different club types and you have to unlock them, and he was like getting really pissed that other people had these different club types unlocked already. It's like, how am I supposed to be able to complete? It's so stupid. Why would they make a competitive tournament game and not unlock everything and just shit like that? It's like, you have to play stuff to unlock it. Isn't that like every multiplayer game ever? Oh, Phil. Whatever. It was funny though. Hell? Yeah, pretty much. It was like, why isn't this Mario Kart? Or why isn't it like Mario Kart? And I'm thinking to myself, I don't think anyone said it in chat either. This was, again, several months ago, I think. But Rich just found it today. It's like, why isn't this like Mario Kart? You know, each character has a stat, heavy, medium, light, and just let it be like that. And I'm thinking to myself, no, you unlock carts in Mario Kart as well the more you play. Right? Like I haven't played Mario Kart in a little while, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. You like play the single player, beat the particular cup or whatever. Ooh, you know what? I get to use the quick kill on him. I haven't used a quick kill in forever. I probably haven't done this in like 4 or 5 years. Okay. Here it comes. This will be new if you've never seen it. I definitely haven't done it on YouTube. There we go. Grapple onto those exposed power things. Yeah, that's the cheat way, or easy way. Man, that would be nice if I could do that in a speed run. Alright, what do I get? Power bombs, I'm gonna say. Maybe speed booster. Oh shit, okay. Pyretic charge. Huh. What is that? Okay. Cool. Alright. Okay. Save now and then do YouTube shit. Still do need to get on Vermintide and do my dailies at some point too. Ooh, what's this? Piece of candy. Energy tank? Whoa. Okay. You know what? I'm not gonna go down there quite yet. Okay, cool. That was fun. Not my favorite hack. Okay. All right. Let's see what we're gonna do. We were gonna watch the Pokemon thing, and then I'll go on to the Crowley stuff. And after that, I'll play Vermintide. YouTube reaction. Let's go Insomniacs. Okay. Save state. Okay. Good shit. Misspell YouTube. I'm an idiot. Hey, there you were. Oh, you did a good stream. Long stream. Here, Young, yeah, right? Okay. Oh yeah, title. Really need to get a program to automatically change that. I'll retitle that whenever I do the Crowley stuff. Oh wait. Don, did he make another video? He did. There's one that I haven't watched yet. Yeah, it's big. Okay, I'll have to watch that one after this then. This is pretty much a good cross sampling.
Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Their launch has been embarrassing, to say the least, and it's a damn shame because when it comes to the gameplay and formula evolution of these latest entries, there's a lot going on.
That's what I hear too. Like Violet and Scarlet, they're open world now, and it's like the game is good. It's just not well made.
Here, people believe that this is some of the most fun they've ever had with Pokemon, which is why it's that much more tragic that its performance issues, its visual problems, and its rough technical state bring it down so much, because the full potential of this latest entry is a grand home run that didn't...
I don't know if you know this, probably not, but in this game, Scarlet and Violet, are they still only having a select group of Pokemon to catch? It's not like all of them. That was a big detractor for me for Sword and Shield. How the hell are you gonna have a franchise that's catchphrase is gotta catch them all, and you don't have all of the Pokemon in there? But whatever.
It didn't happen because The developers just clearly weren't given enough time to polish this game that needed, I don't know, 6 months to a year more in the oven, which is why the Metascore is looking like this. This is the low.
I just noticed this. So I know he's at his like parents' house, whatever, for Thanksgiving, whenever he uploaded this. Motherfucker looks like he's in the back rooms. Those walls are so devoid of anything. This looks like some backroom shit.
Lowest we have seen a mainline entry
2.9,
score from
look
the
at that.
Pokemon series. And then the user score, it's even worse than it was last time I checked. It went from a 3 to a 2.9. Now,
Yeah.
Violet is faring a little better from a user score standpoint, but 3.5
Violet is the best color. Purple. Purple's my favorite color.
is nothing to brag about either. And I've already shown you a compilation of the myriad performance issues, visual bugs, and rough technical elements. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's hilarious. Stuff like this did make me crack a smile and chuckle. But when stuff like this keeps happening in players' experiences, it takes you out of these games. Now, if you want a compilation of the problematic elements that the internet has been posting online with footage, check out my video, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, mass ridicule due to rough graphics, poor performance, and destructive
Okay. That's the one where he has a bunch, but I still do think he shows off quite a few in this one too, especially those eyes. They're so
bugs.
funny.
Scrolling further down, you'll find the sources that I use, and all of this Twitter stuff is basically clips of just really embarrassing technical elements that should not be present in a franchise that is among the highest grossing in, entertainment as a whole. Now,
I believe Pokemon is the most profitable and the largest franchise in the entire world. I believe that's true.
since I published that video, a host of new social media posts have highlighted even more, at times hilarious, problematic elements with this game. This footage right here is actually one captured by a family member of mine who's been playing this game. Check this crap out.
Sword Woman. Yeah. Sword Woman, though, that looks fucking badass.
Yeah.
A cool Pokemon.
And as I keep saying, these are not isolated incidents. I have seen
AAA gaming in a nutshell.
clips like these all across social media, from Twitter to Reddit. Speaking of Twitter, let's check out this viral tweet by Mr. Sinnoh. This game cannot be real. What the hell is this? This video has garnered 6.3 million views and over 332,000 likes. And for good reason. Check this out. I hope I don't get
Perfect.
demonetized for showing this.
Beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Chef kiss. Beautiful.
This clip's pretty gold. Others have been discovering weird and bizarre gameplay exploits that further highlight just how much more time this game needed in the oven. Muno here tweeted, apparently in the new Pokemon, if you plug in 2 controllers at once, you can run twice as fast. Like, you hold both joysticks and it just adds the speed. These devs had no time, LMAO.
Right? That's like the big thing. Everyone was like, you just released a big Pokemon game. I believe they're referring to Arceus at the very beginning of the year. And shit, what was their last mainline one? Was it Sword and Shield? And they did the DLC. But then they worked on Arceus, so those people must be referring to Arceus. And then they released this less than a year later, like 11 months later. No way. No fucking way. The writing was on the wall that this would happen.
And here's what that looks like. You can see right here, 3.1 million views, over 162,000 likes. Here we go. So that's the normal speed, and then there it is. Double the speed. Skipping ahead, you can actually see the off-screen version of this playing out. Normal speed, and then significantly faster speed when 2 Joy-Cons are used.
To be fair, they could, if they wanted to, play that off as like a hidden secret feature. It's what they did in Zelda 2. If you have a second controller plugged into the NES on Zelda 2, you can hit up and A, and it would reload the game. It would take you, like, I believe, back to whatever screen. Like, it would be as if you died, right? So it'd be like an instant death. I know people used it in speedrunning too, but I forgot how.
Now, one of the responses actually explains why this might be happening, the technical reason behind this for those who are curious about that. But obviously, this isn't something that was intended. Next up, we got hilarious visual glitches like this. This was tweeted by the Cruddy Buddy. This is unedited. How did this happen? Playing the clip, you'll see what they're referring to.
Okay. Jesus.
Just a fun little jump scare to keep you awake. This video has also garnered
Horrifying.
significant viewership, 1.4 million views with almost 100,000 likes. You can see just how easy it is for these clips to go viral because of both a combination of how hilarious and embarrassing these are, and also because it's happened to enough people that, yeah, people are all kind of engaging in this conversation about what a rough state this
It's not a isolated incident, clearly.
game is in.
That was like a once or twice kind of thing. It's one thing, but
Next up, we got this tweet by Simoru. This has 1.9 million views and also almost 100,000 likes. Let me maximize this clip and show you what this looks like.
the fuck?
This silliness. I've seen more than once. In fact, a
I have to
family
go
member
now.
of
My
mine
planet needs
showed me
me.
something similar happening to them. So once again, these are not isolated incidents. Next up, we got weird occurrences like this, as posted by Out of Context Pokemon. What the cat doing? Just kind of a frozen model
Damn.
whose legs aren't
Damn. Why don't I have that on my fucking soundboard? Shit.
animated, running around this soccer ball. Next up, we got a scene where Pokemon seemingly turns into Gurren Lagann. Daniel Alba here tweeted, "Small child gets drilled in the middle of a public street." That's literally what happens. Let's check this footage out.
Amphi Warhol. Oh, Jesus Christ.
So yeah, it is possible for
Holy
pedestrians
shit.
to just sort of walk into the battlefield in the middle of a Pokemon battle. I've seen plenty of hilarious occurrences there. This one also went viral with
That needs to be a thing. They should add that to Pokemon games. Having random people fucking walk in front of your battle and then get brutally, like, destroyed. That absolutely should be part of the game.
over 51,000 likes. Now, we've seen plenty
Absolutely.
of glitches showing the rideable legendary Pokemon just kind of turning invisible, and that yields situations like these. This is also from Out of Context Pokemon, over 42,000 likes. Here's what that looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, it gets funnier. Just a lot of environmental glitches have been highlighted as well, like this one posted by Game Boy Red. That moon just comes in like an office worker late from work. This one also has tens of thousands of likes, and here is what that looks like. The moon literally just coming in like, whoops, my bad, guys. Okay, I'm here. Sorry, I got stuck in traffic. This next one I've also seen quite a
pretty
bit,
good.
posted by Out of Context Pokemon, where the Pokemon model that gets shrunk in order to fit in the Pokeball while it's getting caught, instead of hiding the Pokemon inside the ball, you get this glitch right here. Gives you a little insight into some of the visual trickeries that take place that you're not meant to see. Next up, this Japanese Twitter user posted the following cursed video showing an NPC who is in dire need of an exorcist. Here's what that looks like.
Jesus Christ. I told you, nightmare fuel. God damn it.
That is an impressive dance.
That is a generation of children scarred for life.
Dancing,
That's
not
what
gonna
that
lie.
is.
This is how demons in hell raise the roof on the dance floor. This one's also garnered hundreds of thousands of views and tens of thousands of likes. Next up, we got another Japanese Twitter user who posted the following clip, which was
This is
retweeted
it,
by
this
Out of
is it.
Context Pokemon with the following tweet. This game is literally the funniest shit ever. It's incredible. And you'll
That-
see what they mean when we play the
This
clip. You
is
can already
it.
see a glimpse of these Auga eyes that sometimes trigger.
Oh my god. It's
All right, well, somebody's happy
horrifying.
to see somebody.
Horrifyingly funny.
I mean, I can't. Here's another banger from Out of Context
Oh my
Pokemon.
God.
I am dead now, says this tweet, because checking this clip out, you can see that if you happen to fall on this Pokemon during this sequence, well, this hilarity ensues. The player character getting utterly bodied by a giant enemy crab. Here we have more clips of rideable Pokemons just being completely invisible and shenanigans ensuing thereafter. Oh, this is co-op, by the way. This is other players who are just kind of messing around with the player whose perspective this footage is showing. We got
The biggest franchise AAA game. This is it. The biggest franchise in the world, and their AAA game looks like this.
and more bizarre situations where NPCs' animations just start going haywire. As I've said before, exorcists, a very lucrative profession in this world. Here we have another banger from
God.
Out of Context Pokemon. This one has been viewed almost 1 million times.
I need to follow
It has
them.
over 53,000 likes. This is what can happen.
I gotta follow them
LMAO,
right now.
What the F, says Out of Context Pokemon, because of occurrences like these that can occur during cutscenes.
Yep.
This is very much reminiscent of Cyberpunk 2077's launch week and
Yes.
month, including the myriad compilation videos that we have seen people post online. This one right here is a minute long, and it's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to unfortunate hilarities that can ensue in this game.
The fuck? It's perfect. It's
Wow,
beautiful.
this is
This is
too
it.
accurate, too on point.
Jesus Christ.
God, my ears. What my ears are feeling now. That's, yeah. That's the pain players are feeling. Because of the potential that couldn't be realized.
Oh god. I love it when games are buggy. That is so annoying.
This one also went viral. 1.3 million views, almost 90,000 likes.
God.
You get the idea at this point, right? This is very much a situation where we're not laughing with Pokemon, with Game Freak and Nintendo. We're laughing at them. This is still unacceptable. As hilarious as this is, as much as we're
And it
laughing
is.
at this, people
And it
didn't buy
is.
Pokemon to laugh at it, to cope with the fact that this is a disappointing entry that could have been a home run, whose performance issues, technical issues, and visual issues really mar the experience enough. And the fact that the gameplay and the evolution of the formula is so good makes it that much more painful to cope with the fact that a home run was completely whiffed. And beyond that, there are certain features that are outright missing or feel not fully fleshed out, be it the fact that there are not a lot of indoor environments that you can go into. You
Yeah.
can't, like, walk into houses and whatnot like you could in previous Pokemon games. Plenty of people have pointed out how
Oh, really? I didn't think about that, but yeah, you could go into every single building in like previous games. You know, Gen 1, fuck. Red and Blue. I know this is a lot bigger than that game, but still, that's. You're just taking more shit away from these games that were standard, you know, a decade ago, even.
how Nintendo and Game Freak advertise this game as the most customizable when it comes to your character's appearance and their outfit, except when it comes to clothes, there are really only like 4 or 5 options. And then on top of that, people have noticed things like how they removed status animations. Clicking on this imager link will take you to footage that highlights this. You can see right here that despite the Pokemon being asleep right now, its eyes are wide open, whereas in past Pokemon games, you'd see their eyes closed.
We have the remake of Diamond. Are you saying we have the remake that's coming of Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum? I have the remake. Fuck. My sister got it for me last year for Christmas. What was the most recent one? Sapphire and Ruby. I think she got me Sapphire. I've actually never played that. I think I popped it in for about 5 minutes. And I was like, oh my god, because after coming away from Sword and Shield, because Legends Arceus wasn't out at the time. Yeah, it must have been Sword and Shield. Like going back to that grid-based small, I don't know, whatever. It felt really clunky. I didn't like it. It's probably a great game, don't get me wrong, but
And even more bizarre is as this
were they? Diamond Pearl? Were they? Really? No. Oh, you are right. You are right. You are right. Did they do Platinum too? I thought it was just Diamond and Pearl. Which one do I have?
Reddit
this?
user pointed out, they actually gave every Pokemon a full asleep animation that plays on the overworld/picnic, not just close eyes, but the Pokemon fully lay down to sleep, so it's not a matter of being lazy. But not only do they choose to not use those in battle, despite how good they look, they even removed the eyes closed from battle. Absolutely no idea what goes behind their decisions. I think it's a matter of them just not having enough time to dot their I's, cross their T's, or just have correct grammar and spelling. There are other conveniences like the sound that plays when a shiny Pokemon is nearby that's been removed in this latest entry. The hunt for shiny Pokemons is hard enough, and the removal of that feature has got players baffled. Many also feel that certain aspects of this game, like the Elite Four,
No, you're right. Yeah, you're right. This is how much attention I pay to myself. I do have Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. I didn't even know I had the fucking game. That's funny. That's how much I played. That's how much I played it. Yep.
Four of this particular entry are a big regression. Fans are calling it the worst Elite Four in any Pokemon entry. I suppose that's subjective. I haven't gotten there yet, so I cannot.
Should I play it? Is that something I should play on stream? I've never played Diamond or Pearl at all. Yeah. Actually, I think I have played Platinum. I do think I had that on the DS. Think 3DS. I don't remember. Maybe not. Is that worth a play though? Like legitimately?
Not personally attest this, but this is sort of where the conversation's at right now. And then if you go to Reddit and look through the top posts right now, you'll find things like Switch has more power than PS3. PS3 had The Last of Us 9 years ago. We get Scarlet/Violet in this state. Game Freak needs an incredible overall. Forget PS3. Just look at what the Switch itself has accomplished with releases like Zelda Breath of the Wild, with the Xenoblade games, you name it, that have pushed graphics to levels that you'd think wouldn't be possible on the little handheld, which
Xenoblade's amazing, even compared to like modern games and stuff. Xenoblade 1 especially, just because I really like that game. It is gorgeous. It is a gorgeous game. Huge too. Huge game.
Witcher 3 port came out on the Nintendo Switch and obviously looks, I mean, orders of magnitude better than Pokemon Violet and Scarlet. And much like on Twitter, on Reddit, people are posting clips highlighting just how unacceptable the state of the game is. Enough is enough, says this Reddit user. Scarlet and Violet is now lowest rated mainline game from critical reviews and now also from fan reviews. And you can see, I mean, these are tens of thousands of upvotes highlighting that.
I don't know how big any of you are into Pokemon, if you're watching this on VOD or USOR or whatever. When did they start coming out with all these like gimmicky things? Because I really got out of Pokemon during, it must have been Black and White 1, which I think is an amazing game because they did something they've never done and just gave us all brand new shit. I thought that was brilliant. But then I fell off and then I got back on with X and Y. And I really liked X and Y. But then they had that X version, or I forgot what they're even called. X form and Y form, like Mega Mewtwo, or I don't even fucking remember. I'm probably butchering that.
They've been trending that many people share the sentiments. Scarlet and Violet are rough. To everyone complaining about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, go to this link and just submit your feedback in a constructive manner to let them know, hey, this just isn't right. We need to address how incredibly misleading and downright sleazy the whole challenge to the gyms and any order advertising was, referring to the fact that the gym leader's power levels don't scale to yours, so you still ultimately have to tackle them in a certain order unless you want to grind for hours.
Mega Evolutions. Was that the first one? Did Ruby and Sapphire come out before X and Y? I don't remember. I legitimately don't know.
Hours to do the most powerful gym leader first, but then all the other ones will be a cakewalk. Like, you're not technically gated from going out of order, but it's discouraged by the power levels not scaling to yours. Some people are aptly highlighting that this isn't the fault of developers, the ones...
You're lost in... Yeah, me too. Me too. Damn, it used to be my favorite franchise of all time, Gen 1, Gen 2. I don't think I ever played a single Gen 3. What was that? Leaf Green and Ruby Red, or shit, I forgot.
Getting flack out of the devs when it's obviously a product management problem. There's only so much developers can do under the piss poor conditions that they're in, under the unreasonable conditions that they have to work in, and the unreasonable timelines and deadlines that they have to meet. This whole situation has gotten out of hand enough that a lot of players have been trying to get refunds.
And they have been getting refunds. Some people, I think it may only be in UK because of their laws. I'm not quite sure, but I have watched another video on this that's kind of iffy. Like, I don't know, half of them are, half of them aren't. But the thing with Nintendo being so draconian about their refunds, I'm surprised that anyone is getting a refund. It's that bad. It's like Cyberpunk 2077 levels of bad to issue a refund even.
Trying being the operative word here, because Nintendo's usually not flexible when it comes to refunds of digital purchases.
There you go.
But in the days following the game's rough launch, people began reporting that Nintendo customer support were offering refunds, that some people did successfully manage to get their money back. Eventually, Dexerto released this article on November 22nd. Nintendo is actually issuing refunds for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. This is at least according to the account of the following Reddit user who posted this thread, whose headline reads, "Just got approved for an eShop refund for my Pokemon Scarlet pre-order. If you're not liking the game, I urge you to do so as well."
The thread
and
I
they kind of
saw.
detail the process of contacting Nintendo's customer support. And once connected to a chat agent, apparently posting the following message may lead to a successful refund process. "Hi there, I bought Pokemon Scarlet last night and I played for about an hour or two, and unfortunately the game runs incredibly poorly. I don't normally reach out in these instances, but frankly I think it would be really appreciated if a refund could be issued, as I can't see myself enjoying playing this in its current state. Would that be at all possible?"
That's bullshit about this. And I guess I still am, assuming that they do fix it. Violet has been one of my most looked forward to Pokemon games probably since X and Y. I don't know, I was looking forward to Arceus as well. But Violet, I mean, shit, I was all over that. I didn't even look at anything either. I had no idea it was open world. I was excited to get it, and then all this bullshit happens.
A very diplomatic way of approaching customer support certainly doesn't hurt, and this Reddit user aptly says that if anyone does this, be nice to the customer support person when you explain your situation. They're just the middlemen, there's only so much they can do. They have to follow the policies that they're constrained by. But it's encouraging to hear that there are a decent amount of reports out there of people who have managed to get their money back. Here's another Reddit post whose headline reads, "I was just approved for a refund of my digital purchase of Pokemon Violet. If you bought this on the Nintendo eShop, just know you can call in and get a refund. The number is this right here." They said it would be a one-time exception to their digital refund policy, however, and I did technically pre-order it as I bought it a day before release. Now, some people are asking, is this a fluke? Is this something that happens every once in a while, or can everyone partake in a refund request? Some folks are pointing out that you do get one sort of no questions asked refund per account, but others have been saying that I've gotten 3 one-time refunds on the Switch, haven't been denied one. So
that's some bullshit. If they're going to put out a game as broken as that, they should be obligated to give refunds, especially if they put what am I thinking? Reviews on, what is it, embargo? they have really, really short embargo times to where the reviews go up like a day before the release, or it's sometimes on the day of release when people have already either pre-ordered it or bought it. I think that's fucked up. Because there's no way you can get evidence on if it's going to be a good game or not, other than the trailers that they show you. But of course, they're not going to show you all that fucking nightmare fuel. It'd be cool if they did, but
There are varying reports as to how successful people have been getting refunds, so I cannot guarantee this is going to be a universal thing and that everyone who asks for a refund will necessarily get one. I don't know exactly what the conditions are, and I guess it might depend on which representative you're speaking to. But if you're really unsatisfied with your experience of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, it's a potential avenue you can pursue if you think, no way I'm going to let Nintendo keep my money after
shit, I
they
wouldn't.
shipped a product like this. If you maybe want to wait a few months and see if the game gets patched and then buy it, or if you want to just skip this generation and hope that the next mainline entry will carry on with the gameplay and
So
formula
frustrating.
evolutions that have been received so positively, but also launching these games in a sound technical state that will allow these games to really reach their full potential, because especially with this latest gen, the potential is the highest it's ever been.
It's
but
sad.
the technical state is the poorest we have seen from a Pokemon.
Okay, I want to watch the other one too because I haven't watched this one yet. I only watched like part of the one that we were just watching. I didn't know about that stuff at the end. Let's see.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving,
Oh,
everybody.
that's
For those
loud.
who do celebrate this holiday, I hope you're having a great time with family and friends and just stuffing yourself with incredible food. For those who don't, I hope you're still having a chill and awesome day. You know who is having
Chill.
an incredible Thanksgiving, though? Nintendo, because, my God, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, despite all of its woes, it sold incredibly well, which is not surprising at all. So we all know that it is the lowest Metascore of a mainline Pokemon entry, and the user score is still looking pretty rough. Lots of complaints surrounding its
Doesn't
graphics,
matter.
its performance, and its just general technical state with myriad bugs and glitches that just interfere with a game that really does take the gameplay and the game design and the formula in the right direction with some of the evolutions that they've made. For those who want just the general rundown of the kinds of bugs and glitches and hilarity you can expect from this game, I already made 2 videos on this. This one right here, titled Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Mass Ridicule due to rough
Ryan.
graphics, poor performance, and disruptive bugs.
Where?
We'll have all of these links. The Twitter ones in particular will take you to the myriad bugs that I've compiled.
doing?
And then right here we have a second video where you'll find footage of, this is actually from a family member of mine who encountered this bug. But below
God.
that, you'll find the title of this video, Pokemon Ridiculed Even More as Scarlet and Violet Bugs Go Viral. Fans get Nintendo to issue refund. You'll find plenty of sources of more clips featuring bugs and glitches. That, again, hilarious to
Damn.
behold, but they happen enough that it can disrupt
Puts
your
on his
experience,
sources
and
like
it can
really
bring
well.
about the feeling of, man, imagine if the development team had been given another year to actually, finish this game. Now, for those who are really having trouble getting over the performance issues, there's this Twitter post right here who discovered that apparently if you take Pokemon Scarlet or Violet from the SD card memory and transfer it over to system memory, it runs way more consistently, like as in the places that used to be a slideshow are now just fine. What?
That's
So
weird.
that might be a potential solution. I haven't tested this myself, but something to put out there just in case it helps folks. With all that out of the way, let's take a look at just how well Pokemon Scarlet
Gosh.
and Violet sold. Twitter user Benji Sales summed it up pretty well right here. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet sold an unbelievable 10+ million units in 3 days,
God.
including 4+ million from Japan alone. Keep in mind that this is just a Nintendo Switch only exclusive. It's not on any other platform. It's not multi-platform. It is a first-party exclusive, and it sold a whopping 10+ million units in just 3 days. Not its launch week, 3 days. And then here are
Jeez.
more bullet points that further highlight the magnitude of these sales. Biggest Pokemon launch ever. Biggest Switch launch ever. Biggest Nintendo launch as a company
Gosh.
ever. And finally, biggest console exclusive launch of all time. Benji continues in a follow-up tweet. There has never been a game ever released for any platform as an exclusive that has sold more than this. We're literally looking at the biggest exclusive launch of all time. Utter insanity.
Why would the company ever decide to put more work into the game if this is what's going to happen releasing a shitty technical wise game. Why would they ever put in more effort when they can do this and crush records? People buy it. It's our fault. It's the community's fault. We keep giving them money. They keep giving them shit. It gets worse and worse and worse every fucking year.
It was just a few days back that PlayStation celebrated God of War Ragnarok being the fastest-selling first-party launch game in PlayStation history. And this game definitely saw some impressive sales. You can see right here, 5.1 million copies sold through as of its debut week. Fastest-selling first-party launch for PlayStation and the best-selling God of War in franchise history. But Pokemon sold twice the numbers that God of War Ragnarok did in 3 days. God of War Ragnarok took a week to sell 5.1 million. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet took 3 days to sell roughly twice that. In Japan, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet eclipsed every other game by miles in its launch week. 96% of Japan's top 10 physical game sales this week were Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
It actually fucking pisses me off. It's insane.
The new entry outsold the rest of the combined titles 26 times over. As in, even if you pull together the sales of the 2nd to 10th best-selling games that week, that combined number still cannot touch what Pokemon Scarlet and Violet sold. And you can see right here that Pokemon's launch had the ripple effect of hardware sales for Nintendo skyrocketing, with, in Japan, Nintendo Switch OLED selling 102,605 units, Nintendo Switch Lite selling 40,432 units, and Nintendo Switch OG selling 20.
And you know that's going to skyrocket in Christmas. You just know it.
27,656 units that week. To put this in even more perspective, Twitter user Rogers Base highlighted that in 3 days, Scarlet and Violet surpassed the lifetime sales of Ultra Sun / Moon and the entirety of Wii U's library. As in, if you look at the top-selling Wii U games of all time, none of them have surpassed 10 million units. In fact, the best-selling Wii U game was Mario Kart 8 at 8.46 million units. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet surpassed the best-selling game on Wii U in its lifetime in just 3 days. Obviously, there's been plenty of criticism surrounding this latest release, and for good reason, but did I think those criticisms would stop this game from being a bestseller? No.
Nope.
Even though this does have the lowest Metascore in a mainline entry, even though the user score is the worst Pokemon has seen, even though the technical state of this game is the worst in the series, I still suspected that based on the evolution of the gameplay and what they've shown through marketing, that this game would still be an incredible bestseller.
Still funny. Still funny.
For better or for worse.
Absolutely funny.
That's exactly what happened. Pokemon is just one of those franchises that's too big to fail. I mean, we look at FIFA and how they basically release the same game over and over again, year after year, resetting the microtransactions and monetization elements clean to make people re-gamble for all of the player cards all over again, and how well each new FIFA entry sells, and how each new entry seems to surpass the record of the previous. And you realize that some brands, some IP, some franchises are just too big as a culture for it to be able to perform poorly, which is why companies like EA and entities like Nintendo, Game Freak, and whatnot are able to get away with rushing these games to launch, realizing that, hey, at the end of the day, you know, the financial books are going to look good. We're going to look great in the eyes of investors. And ultimately, it's not going to make a huge dent the mass amount of criticism online. Now, I'm not saying that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are anywhere close to as egregious as the FIFA game launches. Scarlet and Violet, in terms of gameplay, game design, and formula, do feel like a substantial evolution from past entries, and they do feel like new games, whereas FIFA releases feel like recycled versions of broken titles. And mainline Pokemon entries don't release on an annualized schedule. They do release every 3 years or so, though with each new entry, the 3-year development cycle is proving to be not enough.
It's my favorite
as
one.
Pokemon games get more and more ambitious in their scope and scale and gameplay ambitions. But it is in the territory of Pokemon has existed for such a long time, and it is just such a cultural phenomenon across the world that, even with a broken launch, even if word spreads through reviews that, you know, the technical state of this game is the worst and it's unacceptable in many areas, people will still ultimately buy it and try it. And if anything, the memes that have been spreading online on how janky Pokemon Violet and Scarlet
Jesus.
are, that's probably on some level just increased the
Yeah,
attention
that's hot.
towards
That's
these
hot, yeah.
games. And at the end of the day, look, at its center,
Gosh.
at its core, Scarlet and Violet are fun. People are still celebrating this as the most fun Pokemon gameplay has been in a very long time. People are still celebrating the fact that Pokemon finally feels like it's made a significant leap in its game design. But it doesn't change the fact that it's disappointing that the full potential of this game couldn't be realized, that there was clear
I cannot remember the last time a AAA game launched that it had no problems. I cannot legitimately, for the life of me, think of a game that big in scale that has not had a problem in recent years. Let's say half a decade.
clearly a home run here that could have been achieved had development been given more time, had this game not clearly been rushed to launch, and had it been in the hands of a development team that knows how to handle this kind of open world game better. I think part of it has to do with Game Freak's inexperience with this more sort of expansive format of Pokemon games that they're still getting acclimated to. Hopefully,
I guarantee it's that. You know what? They're probably never going to do it. I mean, look at Bethesda. All of their games are open world, and they God damn, the glitches in that. Holy shit.
over time in the coming years, we'll see them do better on that front. And hopefully the negative impact on PR and on Pokemon's reputation, on Nintendo's reputation, and on Game Freak's reputation that the sort of embarrassing launch of this game and all the memes and the fun that people have been having at the expense of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, hopefully all of that will wake up Nintendo and Game Freak, and it'll make them reevaluate the way they develop these games and launch these games. Hopefully they'll understand that people do value quality. Hopefully they won't just look at the incredible...
No, they don't. They clearly don't. It's the biggest fucking launch of a game, a console exclusive game ever. Pokemon game, Switch game, console exclusive, and then what did they say? What was the other one? I don't know. They clearly don't give a fuck about like the technical prowess of the game. They're just gonna buy it off of brand recognition alone. That's the point.
Sales and go, we're gonna stick to how we do things now, and we're gonna continue to release broken games. Hopefully they have some pride as game developers and game publishers, and will take this opportunity to learn some lessons, evaluate what went wrong, and really hit a home run with the next entry, with technical refinements and graphics fidelity that do the art style justice, and great performance that will match the great gameplay formula and gameplay evolutions that they've managed to achieve with Scarlet and Violet.
Why would they?
That's what I'm...
Having a pride as a developer, that's something that mostly attributes to like indie companies, indie games, because that's their like one shot. This, they've already made a name for themselves. They don't fucking care. They're a business. Largest business in the world.
I'm keeping my fingers crossed for, but I guess only time will tell. This is one man's take. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are on the massively successful commercial performance of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and what your experience has been like playing these games. And to be further updated on all things gaming news, reviews, and discussion.
Yeah, God, that's really, really disappointing. Disheartening to hear. Let me set up for the Crowley stuff. Put on some background music. All right. Title. I'm gonna do the TikTok one first. Yeah, okay. TikTok Predator. Say worst. I don't know. Okay. Alright, here's the weird part. Weird doing this shit on the stream. Okay, actually, before I start that video, I do need to see who suggested that. Shout him out or something. Well. That's funny. That is okay. That's their name, huh? That's all right. That's their name. Shout them out. Let's go. Let's get this shit ready. Oh, fuck. Don't do that. Okay. Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate it. Today we're going to be reacting to Nick Crowley's TikTok's Most Dangerous Predator. And this was suggested by what? Who say? I don't know. That's their name, at least on YouTube. So if you have anything you want me to react to or talk about or do whatever, I'm always open for suggestions. But anyway, this is TikTok's Most Dangerous Predator. A lot of people seem to like these. And yeah, shit, I don't know. Let's get on it. I'm gonna turn the light off for the spooky effect. There we go. Okay. Now I will be pausing a lot in this, giving my own thoughts. Of course, this is a reaction. So whenever I can, I'm gonna give thoughts. And I know somebody had a problem with me, like just watching the video, which is fair enough. I just didn't have anything to say. But let's get on with it. Okay, the
Here on
following.
my channel, we've spent a great deal of time exploring the vast depths of YouTube, discovering a plethora of dark content along the way. But when it comes to other video sharing platforms, there is one in particular that I have yet to fully dive into, despite it quickly becoming one of the most popular social media sites in the world. TikTok currently homes over 689 million active.
Does anyone have a TikTok? If you're watching this on YouTube, do you have a TikTok? I do. I have 2 videos where I'm drunk as shit, like head bobbing to some kind of music. And it's probably pretty easy to find. Yeah, it's very embarrassing, but I don't give a shit. Do you have a TikTok? What do you make? Leave it down below.
Monthly users, a number that is poised to grow even larger as time goes on, as it's captured the attention of the younger generation. At the moment, the overwhelming majority of the users on TikTok are currently below the age of 30, a statistic that doesn't even fully paint the picture.
That makes me really sad. I'm out of that, like, target demographic now. That's what really makes you feel old.
As according to a report in late 2020, TikTok had revealed that over a third of its users in the United States were below the age of 14, despite that being the minimum age for signing up. It's clearly...
Come on now. If you're as old as I am, you remember going to porn sites when you were in, like, high school or, fuck, I don't know, even middle school? All those sites were always, are you 18 or over? You must be 18 or over to enter. Then you... Of course you're going to click yes. They don't know. They have no clue, like, what age you actually are. People lie. Hell yeah, they do. I'm not surprised that many, many, many hundreds of thousands of people are probably younger than 14.
Beloved by millions of kids all across the world. But where there are children, there will always be those waiting to prey on them. We've seen it already before, most infamously when a user named the Bidet rose through its ranks before being exposed for attempting to groom underage girls, having been caught sending lewd videos to multiple minors.
Shit, we got some EDP bullshit going on here.
In the years since, Buddy has become the most well-known predator in TikTok's short history, But he's far from the only one. In fact, as I speak, there is another user lurking on the site, following in his footsteps. And to make the whole situation even more disturbing, it's a man that has graced this channel once already. Before we get too
I wonder if he's just like a copycat or if he's doing his own thing.
far into this, I want to first thank
Not that
today's
it's,
sponsor,
you know,
Wicked Clothes,
good.
an apparel company who, through sponsoring this video, has not only made this financially possible for me to
We
do,
are gonna watch his
but thanks
ad
to our partnership, I'll be
because I'm
donating
watching
a portion
him
of the proceeds to
and I want him to get the
a
view
charity
time.
that helps survivors of sexual assault,
So-
along with much more. Wicked Clothes is an online apparel company that caters to those like us who are interested in the darker side of our world. Across their site, you'll find hundreds of unique, eye-catching designs.
To be fair, had I money right now for this, I would actually probably buy some of this stuff. And I'm not shilling for him or anything. Just a personal
All
thing.
with elements of darkness and humor, and with products ranging from hoodies to t-shirts, all the way to pop sockets and
I fucking love that left one with the leaves and stuff. That's really cool. I
even
like that.
dog collars. They really have something for everyone. And it isn't just the designs that are so great, as the materials used are also incredibly comfortable, and the prints are made to last. So I would definitely recommend
That's
heading
pretty
over
cool.
to wickedclothes.com, and if you do decide to purchase anything, you can follow the link in the description, or visit wickedclothes.com/Nick, and you'll receive 10% off your order.
Yeah, an advertising that I would actually fall into.
I like you. I like her. I like you. Happy New Year. What's your name? What's your name? Huh? What's your name?
The Downtown LA Predator, the now notorious nickname for a man named Dan Silly. And if you think that name says a lot about who he is, what's even more telling is who gave it to him, as he wasn't just dubbed this across the web. Instead, he came up with the nickname himself, and he wears it proudly.
It's a fucking piece of shit already.
Dan would leave his mark on the city of Los Angeles, as he'd spend the vast majority of his time roaming the streets, accosting every and any woman that would cross his path, gaining him infamy in the area as a person to avoid at all costs, specifically for women.
If you're doing that in Los Angeles and you're getting a name for yourself, you're a pretty fucking awful person, scummy person. Los Angeles is really goddamn big. So to have that notoriety, fuck that.
But it wasn't just LA that he would leave his mark on. In fact, this channel has forever been changed because of him, as he'd be the inspiration for and the first page discussed in YouTube's darkest channels.
I believe I've reacted to that too.
Throughout his page that simply went by Dan Silly, he would document his journey of trying to pick up women, with tactics that ranged from incredibly cringy to straight up harassment.
Why are you ignoring me? Why exactly are you being, like, tired of being sexualized? Like, isn't it good to, like, be valued for something?
His approach was always creepy, with most
That's
ending
so
up with the
weird.
women he accosts being very uncomfortable.
Like, how do you get the confidence to do that? Like, it's confidence in the worst possible way. Like, what goes on in your mind as you're doing it to be like, oh yeah, this is cool. I'm sure people like this. Like, I don't know, just no conscience or something.
Leading some to call the police and even to run away. And for most of these women,
fucked up.
you could see a genuine fear in their eyes, as Dan was clearly unhinged, never taking no for an answer. And as it turns out, they had good reason to be afraid. Throughout his channel, he would have moments where he would open up about his feelings on women and society, at one point saying that America had become too safe for women.
In this place, the place is too safe with police. In other countries, it's way less safe. In order to get a bodyguard man, you know, that will protect you, you need to be a good woman. You need to act well. But in here the women don't need to act well, so therefore they're disgusting.
The fuck is he talking about? Who's the arbiter of acting well? Fuck this guy. Fuck. Whatever. That's
But by
awful.
far, one of the most chilling moments captured came when he would admit that he believed consent was just a myth.
What?
You don't have to. I mean, I don't need consent. Right? That's a myth.
No, I guess anyone can do anything that they want, but you have to fucking pay the consequences. Consent isn't a myth, it's a thing. You have to have consent or you're going to be labeled a rapist and go to jail. And if you're doing it on underage people, you're probably going to die in jail immediately after you get in there. So no, you don't quote unquote need consent, but you have to pay the price for it. Don't misconstrue me. Obviously, people need consent, but you know, you can do whatever actions you want. You just got to pay the price. And I think it's fucked up for any kind of rapist to do that.
It was no wonder why people, including Dan himself, referred to him as a predator. His
Yeah.
actions and his personal beliefs made him someone that honestly should be feared. I mean, he wants the world to be less safe for women. He wants them more vulnerable. And couple this with the fact that he
So
doesn't
fucked
believe
up.
in consent and has a clear obsession with sex. Well, it's a melting pot of disturbing ideology that made me seriously question what this man would and could be capable of doing. And I figured it was only a matter of time
It's a
that he
winner
would
right
actually do the unthinkable. An idea that he even mentioned as something that he thought of often.
Because I literally do feel like freaking like destroying these women
Why?
when I accost them. My reptilian brain literally feels like attacking these women.
This is like the fucking definition of an incel. Like, whenever people say incels, this is what they're talking about.
Like just like strangling them and stuff, like honestly, and making them submit to me. I feel like these women, like seriously, you know.
It was all
Fucking
concerning
garbage.
enough, but things would be further escalated to a whole other level once you start to realize that many of the girls Dan would approach were just that, girls, young girls. And even when Dan would clearly know that they were in fact underaged, it never stopped him.
Are you 18 years old? You're not. Sorry, I don't want to touch you because sorry. Or do you want to touch me? It's okay if you.
I'm surprised this guy hasn't gotten his fucking ass kicked. If he's well known on the streets, just the sheer amount of people, I'm surprised that he hasn't been decked or killed so far.
Sorry. I love you.
So fucked up.
Dan Silly is a lot of things. A creep, an incel, a predator,
And so,
and, most importantly, a registered sex offender.
Of course he
currently
is.
listed as a high risk to reoffend, something that made this whole channel just that much darker. It would be revealed that Dan had been arrested for inappropriately filming and accosting a 15-year-old girl, filming her backside and posting it to YouTube, despite knowing that she wasn't of age. But even after all this information came out, Dan was still allowed to openly post on his channel, continuing his wave of disturbing content.
how? How is he posting his fucking shit?
Even garnering over 2,000 subscribers, with many of whom being legitimate fans of him, his beliefs, and his actions. The situation and the page
Hold
as a
on
whole
one
was
second.
to reoffend, something that made this whole.
I have to go back a
It would be
second.
revealed that Dan had been arrested for inappropriately filming and accosting a 15-year-old girl, filming her backside and posting it to YouTube, despite knowing that she wasn't of age.
Okay, so they are
But
talking
even
about
after all
YouTube.
this information
I wasn't aware if they were talking about YouTube or TikTok or even Facebook.
came out, Dan was still allowed to openly post on his channel, continuing his wave of disturbing content.
Yeah, that's YouTube in a nutshell as well. You can have 3 fucking false strikes. Your channel goes down. That's the end of it. This motherfucker keeps getting or being allowed to post awful content. Fuck that, man. Makes me pissed off.
Even garnering over 2,000 subscribers, with many of whom being legitimate fans of him, his beliefs, and his actions. The situation and the page as a whole was extremely concerning, and by the time I had covered Dan's channel, he would further plummet off the deep end.
To be fair, me saying it's pissed off works on many levels. I'm pissed off that he does that to these people. I'm pissed off YouTube clearly doesn't have a consistent way of providing bans, I guess. This guy's just a fucking piece of garbage human.
Posting videos about how he locked eyes with a 15-year-old girl, along with even more disturbing uploads of him fantasizing about minors. And as my investigation ended, I was left unsure of what would happen to not only him, but the Dan Silly channel as well, as YouTube's guidelines have been
That motherfucker has over 1,000 subscribers doing that shit, and I have 129 after a year. Sure.
rapidly changing to protect kids on the site. And you would think that a registered sex offender openly discussing how attractive he found literal children wouldn't be allowed. However, his channel would actually remain live and active for months following that video, and it wouldn't be until over half a year later, on the 13th of February 2021, that Dan's channel would finally be terminated.
Good.
With YouTube free of this blatant predator, it seemed that Dan would fall off the internet for good, as months would seemingly pass with no news on his whereabouts. But the other day, out of morbid curiosity, I decided to look around and see if there's been any updates surrounding Dan, half expecting him to have landed in prison by now.
Right.
Though instead, what I found was far more disheartening, as much to my surprise, he had quietly made his return to the online landscape, this time setting his sights on the kid-ridden platform, TikTok.
We've been hearing about this shit over and over. It's just so much more common these days. Getting outed on YouTube and fucking crawling your way back into whatever happens to be either TikTok, your own site, whatever. Said it once and I'll say it before. Humanity was a mistake. It's wrecked. Awful.
Yes, the site literally full of minors is now being frequented by Dan Silly, an idea that's made even more terrifying as he's continued posting his bizarre ramblings there. Only this time, he's been even more upfront about his thoughts and his feelings.
Okay, everyone needs to get married and to a virgin girl who's underage and produce as many babies as naturally are produced as a result of having sex.
It's shocking, even for him, admitting that his key to happiness is sleeping with literal children, as he believes every girl should be married and reproducing by the age of 14, and every
Jesus.
man, regardless of how much older they may be, should be pursuing relationships and marriage with these 14-year-old girls, the age that he believes they are most pure. And if you just couple this with some of his older content, it seems very clear that Dan is out there actively looking for a 14-year-old girl for himself. And it's important to remember that this isn't some kind of elaborate troll. This wasn't made as a joke. This is Dan's legitimate mindset. In fact, he's so serious about this lifestyle of dating and marrying young girls that he's actively trying to start his own cult-like community with like-minded people.
Of course he is.
Because we're building a healthy and happy community. This is the start of us building a healthy and happy community.
On his LinkedIn, he says, "I need help to build a Disneyland-like, polygamous, maximally reproductive, gated community. The community will emphasize teen marriage. It should be within Nevada because the age of consent is 16 there." And his delusional ramblings would go on from there, further proving how
that's a winner right
Dan
there.
really is. And it's this man who
Fuck
is
that
now
guy.
on an app full of underaged children, while openly looking for an underaged girl for himself, for him to date and for him to marry, leading one to wonder if he went to TikTok for the sole purpose of finding young girls to groom, as surely he would at least
Yeah,
be
of course he
somewhat
did.
aware of the age demographics on the site. But though his potential motive for joining TikTok may seem extremely malicious, it's unfortunately impossible to just assume his intentions. And besides, maybe he just joined the platform because he had been shunned off of YouTube. Maybe.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. Upon the deletion of Dan's initial channel, he would make his return to the site just a few weeks later, being overlooked and unnoticed by most.
Yeah.
It's a channel that I only became aware of a few weeks ago, and literally just a few days after I found it, YouTube would step in and remove the page before I could download its content.
Shit.
But to give you a recap of what I saw, Dan had posted a video expressing his desire for meeting a girl around the age of 12, dating her and becoming acclimated to her family, while building a relationship throughout the next 2 years, before he would eventually ask the girl's parents for her hand in marriage. And in this clip, he literally described how he would groom not only a young girl, but her parents.
It's fucking hard to watch, man. This shit. There's people out there like that. And there's probably way, way, way more than you could ever imagine. It's just this guy is so fucked up that he outed himself. I don't know. It's hard to fuck. I don't know. Hard
As
to
well,
watch.
essentially manipulating everyone involved into allowing him to marry this hypothetical child. It was honestly sickening, but it wasn't even the worst one, as there was one more video that immediately stood out, to the point that I couldn't help but save it just in case, with its title being, "Let's Get TikTok Famous and Attract Underage Virgin Girls."
Make this video because I want to make videos on TikTok, and I want to make, obviously, it successful, and I want them to go viral and famous, so that I personally, because from my own desire, obviously the reason why I want to become famous is for a reason. I mean, not just to make money, but to become seen in the eyes of girls, of underage girls, virgin underage girls who watch TikTok, because a lot of teenagers are on TikTok.
How is somebody not advocating for it, not advocating violence? I'm just wondering how someone else has not done that to him. Violence, I mean.
As compared to Facebook or YouTube.
In the clip, Dan tells us how he wants to gain a following on TikTok because he knows it's full of minors. And once he becomes famous, he then wants to use that fame and power in order to meet these girls and eventually marry one of them.
We want to appeal to that demographic, and we want to become famous so that there's for me at least, there's an underage virgin girl who I can marry.
Dan is literally openly admitting in this video that he is looking for young girls to groom on TikTok. He wants to find them,
terrifying.
appeal to them, and groom them to marry. And this is from his own mouth. He's not even trying to hide any of this, even admitting that this is the only reason he was joining TikTok in the first place.
Thanks, I like cheese.
Getting the attention of underage girls.
I appreciate it.
Healthy.
Dan's intent at this point isn't even speculation. We know why he's here, which makes this account perhaps the most dangerous that I've ever come across. A sex offender who doesn't believe in consent and who is now actively searching for a 14-year-old wife on TikTok.
How does he not have a bullet in his head? Being in Los Angeles, outing himself. It's genuinely fascinating that he is still alive right now.
And talking about it as if there's nothing wrong with these desires, believing in it so much that he's trying to start his own community around the idea of legalized pet. And though he comes off as an obvious creep, and it seems that no one would ever fall for this, he's already said that he's willing to make any type of content necessary to make his dream a reality.
So I'll do whatever it takes to combine different memes or different songs, popular music, into our videos and do parodies or whatever every single day.
How does someone get like this? I don't quite understand. Must be, I don't know, something in his childhood or something. Is it innate? You believe in like an innate good or evil in somebody? I don't know. I don't get the logic. I don't follow the logic train there.
To just optimize and try different videos, be creative in different ways, and keep trying and trying.
And in reality, all it takes is one child to buy in for a life to be forever changed for the worse.
Yep.
And we all know that when we were 12, 13, 14 years old, we didn't always make the best decisions. And for many,
I believe when my sister was 14, I believe it was 14. It could have been 13 or 15, but either way, she had no idea what the fuck she was doing, and she was talking to a person that was 26 years old. My dad put a fucking stop to that real goddamn quick. But she, 13, 14, just like he's saying, they don't understand.
many of us, that's the most vulnerable and easily manipulated
Yeah.
time in all of our lives.
It's like
making
puberty,
the idea of
you know?
Dan actually finding a minor willing to date him, something that, unfortunately, is a real possibility, especially if he's able to grow a following on TikTok. Dan Silly is and will continue to be a danger to society, and though law
Yep.
enforcement is certainly aware of his online behavior, it seems they won't be stepping in until, God forbid, one day he crosses that line.
Yep.
An idea that is
That's police in a nutshell. They are reactive and not preventative. The laws are fucked. Somebody can go to prison for life for marijuana, and then this motherfucker's out on the streets. Like, how does that not tell you that our society, our justice system is just, I don't know, completely fucked? Just is. It's awful. Doesn't work right. It does not work well.
anything but far-fetched. So for now, I think our best option is to try and limit his online presence, to essentially stop him before he's able to successfully find a minor. So if you believe this account poses a legitimate threat to the
Yeah.
young girls across TikTok, then please report him and let TikTok know. Though, as evidence from the removal of his YouTube channel, Dan's TikTok page being banned likely won't be the
Yeah,
end of him,
it won't
as
matter.
he always seems to find a way back. So for now, keep an eye out for him, and any new accounts that he may make in the future, not just on TikTok but all across the web, and report them if you feel like they pose a legitimate threat. And also, let me know too, whether it be on Twitter or
Let's
through my
see.
email, as I want to make sure his online behavior isn't going unchecked and unnoticed, because the moment we take our eyes off of him could be the moment
Yep.
that he finally snaps.
He's
I wanna give
exactly
a big
right.
Thank you again to Wicked Clothes for making content like this financially.
Yeah, so some thoughts on that. It's awful. But they do come back like cockroaches. You can't kill them. They'll just make another email, make another account. May take them, 5 minutes or something, and just be right back on there. I don't know. I don't know how to combat that, other than what he's saying is like, get a bunch of people, and if they see him on the internet, report him. But I don't know. If that's the best we can do, then that's pretty fucked up. And I have no answers to that question. How do we, I don't know, fix people, rehabilitate them? Are these people even worth rehabilitating? Probably not. Just to be incredibly blunt, they are way too far gone. I don't know. It's fucked up. Just fucked up. And the fact that you can be anonymous on the internet is a good thing. Also, it's a really shitty thing that has led to a lot of shitty problems. This being one of them. But I don't know. Tell me how to fix this problem. Leave it in the comments below. Anyway, sorry, that got real fucked up real quick. So thank you for watching this. If you like this, thumbs up and everything. Still weird for me to say, but do the stuff. I have 130-ish, 29 subscribers, something. I think next I'm going to be reacting to Mr. Sleepy, as suggested by Soru. Oh, got some spam. Anyway, I do stream every night. I appreciate it, and I will see you later. So take it easy. Okay. So, sex bots, you there, Soru? No. How do I get them? Okay, got him, I think. Okay, let's do Mr. Sleepy. Okay. Do another recording. Hey, welcome back. Today we're going to be reacting to Mr. Sleepy on Nick Crowley's channel. I have seen this, but it was a long time ago, and to be completely honest, I was probably piss-faced drunk. So, fair enough. We'll do it again. And the only thing I remember was this was incredibly bizarre, and I would have never thought about it in a million years had I not seen this video. So I do reactions on here. I'm not a reaction channel. I just do whatever the hell I like. And I do like reacting to this stuff. So if you have any suggestions or anything, I will definitely do it. You know, if I like it, I'll do it. And this weird shit is fascinating. I don't like it, but it's fascinating. It's from like a scientific point of view. It's very interesting to me. So let's watch it. It's 24 minutes long. I will be pausing because I don't want to just sit there and be with my jaw hanging down or whatever. React, transform the content. So let's go. Okay. Oh, I gotta change the title too. Sorry. This is so fucked up. Oh God. I don't like shit to do with eyes anyway. That's probably the worst thing. Like just I don't know. I don't like shit near my eyes or touching my eyes or little fucking glaucoma test that they give you with they puff the air in your eye.
This isn't what many of you may think. This is not a scene from some obscure horror movie. It's not a performance or some kind of art project. This is no ARG. What this is
ARG, alternate reality game,
is the beginning of a rabbit hole. It's the first step into a twisted world, hidden from the public eye in the very deepest depths of YouTube. A community whose dark practices have fallen through the cracks, unnoticed by most of the world for over a decade. Until today.
A decade.
Before we get too deep into this video is sponsored by Hunt a Killer.
I'm gonna watch his
mystery game in the
ad.
market. Hunt a Killer
He deserves it,
subscription
and I'm
where
reacting.
you are given
I think
a
it's
box
just
full of
fair.
realistic evidence that you then use to solve a mystery. If you are into my kind of content, then I can safely say that this will be right up your alley. I mean, it's so immersive. It makes you feel like you are a legitimate detective.
That actually does look pretty cool. I wish I had
disturbing
friends to play it with.
Now, currently, Hunt a Killer has a Blair Witch-themed box that has kept me hooked for hours during these boring days stuck at home. It is
Here's something. Question, comment below. Have you ever played a game like this? When I did have friends before my life Chernobyled, we used to play Werewolf. And I think that's kind of where the Among Us thing got their idea, except for it's a computer game. Werewolf is fun, though. Something called Secret Hitler, I think. Very similar. I don't know.
really made for some of my favorite date nights these past few months. And right
It's
now, you
rubbing
can
it
go
in.
to huntakiller.com/Nick and use the code Nick for 20% off your first box. That is huntakiller.com/Nick with the code Nick. Thank you so much to Hunt a Killer for sponsoring this video and in turn allowing me to cover this dark topic.
Yeah. Because you know all of his channel or all of his videos get demonetized. You just know it, right? He's wading in those waters. Those taboo waters of YouTube.
October 26th, 2011. The day our story starts
I don't
as
like
the
it.
video Bree Eye Check Part 1 would be posted to YouTube, where it remains to this day. The clip serves as the inaugural video for a channel called Mr. Sleepy People and showcases what can best be described as a bizarre scene. In it, we see the cameraman film a couple sleeping in a small bed in what
The
appears to be a
fuck?
basement or other windowless room. The man approaches quietly to the point where the camera is left just inches away from the woman's face, which then leads to the disturbing scene we watched earlier.
I
The
don't.
cameraman uses his free hand to pry open the girl's eye. At one point, he even touches the bare eye in a vigorous manner and then proceeds to open both of them simultaneously.
What the fuck is this? What the? How did you even get that idea? And I still don't even believe it. I mean, I know it's true. Even seeing it, though, I don't believe it. But, God. Like, who does this? Who does it?
Before eventually releasing her eyes and turning off the camera. With all of this being done without waking either of the two sleeping people up.
That's the thing. How do they not wake up? Do they just not have, like, nerve senses in your eyelids to tell yourself to wake up? Like, can you feel your eyelid? I know I look like a goddamn idiot, but is it, if you put your finger over your eyelid, is that your eyelid feeling that, or is that the pressure that your finger is making on the eye itself that you're feeling? What the fuck
It's
ever?
a horrifying video, and one that leaves so many questions. But as the title states, this is merely part 1. And less than a month later, in November of 2011, Mr. Sleepy People would release part 2.
So,
Bree Sexy Eyes Part 2.
I don't.
A video that plays out virtually the same scene as before. The man approaches the sleeping couple and proceeds to play with the woman's sleeping eyes.
So this has got to be like the deep sleep portion of the sleep cycle. Off the top of my head, I don't remember everything, but I know there's, you know, a back and forth between deep sleep and REM. REM is like when you're not, it's when you dream, but you're not in that deep sleep, whatever you want to call it, part of the chart or whatever. So it would be really fucked up if they were in REM sleep, but I think they would probably wake up at that point. I don't know though, and I don't really ever want to know.
The video features no description and no explanation as to what we are seeing on our screens, just the shocking footage and nothing else. And as strange and concerning as this all is, it only got darker when just a week later, part 3 would be posted.
Yeah, that's good. Drunk and
Bree
passed
Drunk
out.
and Passed Out Part 3. Despite the first 2 videos not even reaching the 2.5-minute mark, this video was a whopping 9 minutes. The room is much darker this time, but the
Shit.
premise of the video stays the same. Just more of this person touching.
See, that one's even harder to believe. Again, it's real, but you would think like the light sensitivity would alert you in some way, shape, or form. I mean, you can tell when a light is on in a dark room, even with your eyes closed, if they're pointing the light right at you.
A lady named Bree's eyes. And to make matters worse, according to the title, not only was she sleeping, but she was also supposedly drunk and passed out at
That's
the time of filming this.
And even worse.
What have we
That's-
stumbled upon?
That's gotta be illegal, right? Like, has to be. Putting your hands on another person, but it's not like assault, or is it? I guess it would be. Fuck, I don't know. Never thought I'd like even have that idea to question in the first place.
What are these videos? Well, to understand this requires a deep dive into this Mr. Sleepy People channel. But for now, what I can say is that these videos are simply the beginning.
Gosh.
Concerning his videos on this lady named Bree, Mr. Sleepy People has 7 videos featuring her. 7 different videos of this man playing with this woman's sleeping eyes, while another person sleeps just inches away. It's one of the strangest things I've ever seen, and it doesn't end there. In fact, Mr. Sleepy People's channel has 38 videos following this same mold, with as many as 10 different women. 38 videos of him opening sleeping girls' eyes, all spread out evenly within the past 9 years, with his latest post coming back in January of 2020.
You would think 10 fucking people, somebody would have woken up, right? Like, just the sheer oddness and weirdness of it in the numbers. 10 people, like, I don't know, I'm not a biologist, but yeah.
Whatever it is that this man is doing, he has been doing it consistently for a very long time. And if there's one thing that is clear when watching these videos, is that whatever this is, he knows he's not supposed to be doing it. Every video shows him quietly sneaking around the rooms of these ladies in the dark, very obviously trying not to get caught. With perhaps the most obvious example of this coming from a video on March 7th of 2017, entitled Lovely Big Brown Eye Check 2. The video starts the same as all the others, but something happens in the closing seconds that gives us a disturbing glimpse into the mindset of Mr. Sleepy People. As he holds her eye open, the sleeping girl suddenly blinks, indicating that she is about to wake up. As this happens, we see him quickly jolt away in an obvious attempt to not get caught. It's a moment that to me confirms the idea that he is not supposed to be doing whatever it is he's doing.
Yeah.
Which this idea alone makes the entire channel all the more concerning, as it seems he's doing these bizarre behaviors to people who have no idea what's happening to them. And the things he has done in these videos go far beyond what I've shown you. For starters, he's not only doing this to unaware sleeping women, but as I mentioned before, he has also done this to what he claims to be drunk or passed out girls as well.
Yeah.
And that wasn't a one-off thing. Just going off the titles and some of his descriptions, he has seemingly victimized drunk women in the majority of these videos.
It's so fucking weird. Where does the idea, where does the seed of that idea come from? Like in college, in a fucking health class or something?
A disturbing fact that will come into play more as this mystery unfolds.
The eyes.
Now, skimming through his catalog of videos, I noticed something off-putting in a video called Quick, I Check, which was posted back in January of 2014. The video itself is creepy enough as usual, but the truly horrifying part to me comes in the description. There he writes, "Gave a quick eye check, didn't have much time to do it, which is no good. Her eyes were very beautiful and big, and also very tasty when I licked them and cleaned them for her while she was drunk asleep."
Jesus.
Now this to me was actually a turning point for this channel.
Why? Why'd you lick them? I don't understand. Do they teach people this in like a biology class in college or something? I mean, how would the, you know, you always have to wonder like how the first person did something. Like who got this idea? You know, it's like, how did the first person, how did we get milk? Well, somebody had to drink milk out of a cow's udder. It's cow milk I'm talking about. Somebody had to be the first to do it and then report on it. Unless this guy is the first. But then again, how did the idea come to him if he didn't hear it from somewhere else or learn it? It's fucking weird. I don't know. This shit makes my brain hurt.
I couldn't help but feel like this was an indication that the whole channel is some kind of weird art project. After all, licking eyes is clearly disturbing, and this just sounds like someone trying to be very dark and very edgy. Especially given the fact that he didn't actually...
Well, fuck, I don't know. That's a good point. I don't think they would get pink eye from doing that. Getting pink eye is as nasty as it sounds. You get it from fecal matter entering your eye. It's like your shit poisons your eye or releases bacteria into it. I've had pink eye when I was really small. Awful. But I don't know. Fuck. I don't know. Is he like farting in their faces while he lifts up their eye? Who knows? Could be. Then she would get pink eye.
Actually do this on camera. He only talked about it. It really made me think that this was all somehow faked.
Yeah.
But this wasn't the case. October 26th, 2016, Mr. Sleepy People posts a 15-second clip entitled Quick Sleepy Eye Check, Lick. And I think many of you know where this is headed.
Well, I gotta guess. Bruh. He's moving it around.
It's a clip that truly left me speechless.
I don't-
What kind of rabbit hole is this? But as twisted as this video was,
That just is more. That it's more. It's not just the sense of somebody touching it or a light coming on or a flashlight in a dark room. This is like literally just poking the eyeball and applying pressure all around the surface of the eye. Is deep sleep that fucking powerful?
it did solidify something for me, that this channel is real. I mean, no matter how good of an actor you are, no one would be able to fake this. It is human nature to shut your eyes if something even comes near them. So even for the sake of acting, no one would be able to sit through this.
It's definitely
so it
real.
almost has to be real. And he's been doing this for so long. So not only is this not fake, but this man seems to love what he's doing. Now, as I mentioned before, it's a channel that leaves so many questions, but something I was shocked about was how these women weren't waking up when this was happening to them.
Yes, thank
A
you.
quick Google search revealed that once you enter deep stages of sleep, your eyes can actually be opened without you waking up, as you can't actually see when your brain is sleeping. This is given the fact that all your eyes really do is reflect light. It's your brain that has to interpret that into sight. And so, as surprising as it may seem, many deep sleepers would actually just sleep right through this, especially if that person sleeping is drunk and passed out. And for the most part, when he touches and moves these eyes around, these girls tend to have contact lenses in, meaning that they likely wouldn't feel much of anything. Plus, one of the girls he frequently does this to is, according to his description, partially blind. So as crazy as this all seems, the fact that they are not waking up is actually easily explained.
I still don't like it.
Done during specific stages of sleep, which leads to an off-putting thought that this Mr. Sleepy People has to know which stages of sleep these women are in before performing these acts.
Right. That's what I said.
He likely has to be waiting and watching as they sleep before actually going in and doing this stuff. It is a horrifying thought, but it almost has to be true, given the fact that he never actually gets caught, so clearly he knows what he's doing. Now, another burning question that I was left with was, who are these women?
Another thing, though, is, like, everyone sleeps different. How does he know that they're not going to wake up? Like, I'm a very light sleeper sometimes, or heavy sleeper. I kind of flip-flop back and forth. I think everyone's a little bit different. So, I don't know. There's not like a consistent, like, time schedule. You can be like, oh, they went to bed, blah, 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 and an hour later, let's go and fucking, let's go and lick their eyeball. Because that's what people do, apparently.
How did he have access to what appeared to have been 10+ separate girls over the course of 9 years? Well, judging by his first few videos, this Bree girl is sleeping with another man in what appears to be a basement, and the same is true with other girls throughout the channel. So there is a possibility that he is sneaking into homes and doing this, but I have a much more likely explanation.
Like a roommate?
Roommates. I think it's very possible that this person is simply living with other men, and they have their girlfriends sleep over occasionally, to which Mr. Sleepy People then records. He would know their sleeping patterns and he could check on them without being suspicious because he lives there too.
I mean, it would
It's
have
just
to
so
be that.
unlikely that he would sneak into different homes so consistently without detection, and it would make a lot more sense if this was happening in his own home. It also seems likely, especially in more recent videos, that the women featured are perhaps in a relationship with him, as he seems to be more touchy, even holding them against his chest in some
Sure.
videos, with him having even admitted in one of the descriptions that the girl shown in the video was a friend. So we have a good guess as to a few things at this point. We can assume that this is very real, given the legitimate touching and licking. We can assume that this person isn't supposed to be doing this, as he is constantly sneaking around. Meanwhile, it's likely that these girls have no idea this is even being done. And
That's
we can
the
assume
hardest
that
one
the
to
majority
believe.
of these girls are likely this man's roommates, girlfriends, or just hookups.
Yeah.
But we still don't know the answer to what may very well be the biggest question posed here. What is the point of this content? What are we actually watching here? And why is it on YouTube? Well, having dove into this topic, the best answer I can give is that this is some kind of fetish, an idea that may be confirmed
Exactly.
in Mr. Sleepy People's comment section.
People do
Now,
weird
I think most
shit.
people who would watch something like this would be incredibly confused and terrified. And I think it would be safe to assume that videos like this would receive a lot of dislikes and negative comments,
Yeah.
just given how twisted it all seems. But surprisingly,
This ain't it,
isn't the
Chief.
case. Despite a modest subscriber count of over 2,000 people over the course of his 38
I
videos,
do not like his
Mr.
profile
Sleepy
picture.
People has amassed 1.7 million views, with almost every video reaching at least 10,000 views. And these videos are
God
extremely
damn.
well received, with most averaging a 90% like to dislike ratio. And this ratio and these view counts are not caused by bots or spam. He has a disturbingly active and very passionate comment section.
There's a bunch of fucking weird groups out there, like the people that like to abuse baby monkeys. I still don't get that. I don't understand. And I know Nick Crowley, it's either Nick Crowley or Wendigoon has talked about that. I think it was Crowley though. It could have been Nexpo as well. I don't get the fucking fetish shit. I just don't.
On nearly every video he posts, with comments like, "Such a hot nose, you should do a nose nostril check too. Try to play with her nose next time. If you're feeling dirty, go inside too, that would be fun.
The
Get some
fuck?
mouth play when she snores. Wonderful, the beauty of the sleeping female. Relaxed face expressions, calm soft breathing, body limpness, complete unawareness. After she went out, how long did you wait to start filming?
So fucking
Yes, the
weird.
lower eyelids again. More. My wife passes out like this every night, lol. I love messing with her eyes, mouth, and feet.
See, it's this kind of shit. These. I cannot believe that they are not trolls. I can't do it. Because there's like. Or Gen Z people. I don't get the Gen Z humor. It's like lol random shit. And it feels to me, because it's so fucking weird and out of the ordinary, that like all the Gen Z people have come together in some way and decided that whenever they see something weird or annoying, they're going to pretend to be part of that group I don't know why, for the lulls or something, right? Like, I just cannot believe there are that many people out there to form a community like this. It has to be some sort of Gen Z trolling or something. My mind cannot think of anything else. And it's like this with a bunch of fucking... Somebody will post something really goddamn random, and there'll be like 1,000 people like, haha, oh yeah, and then they'll post random shit, and I have no clue, like, what the thread of the thought is, or what's the train of thought, or whatever. I just don't understand it. It's like everyone is in on this weird fucking joke. And they just post random shit. I can't make heads or tails of it. Does anyone else feel that? Sorry, my voice is going hoarse. Anyone else feel that way? Just like a bunch of random shit and everybody's into it?
Should have stripped her down. If she's that drunk,
Sorry.
you should do more. Good vid, though. Interesting that you have a girl this drunk, and all you do is hold her eye open. My GF wouldn't mind me doing that to her, I'm sure. What the hell is this? And this is just a small sample size. The channel is filled with comments just like these, with people who are loving the videos and want this person to do even more. And based off of the way these comments are worded, saying to strip her down, begging for more videos, using phrases like hot and sexy, while asking to see feet and mouth play, it reveals what could previously only be assumed, that these videos are meant to be sexual. At least to these people in this community, they get off to this strange practice. And in many ways, it seems like these commenters are almost living their fantasies through this Mr. Sleepy People account, just like many do when they watch pornography, as they are sending in requests in incredibly desperate manners, perhaps indicating that they can't do this in their real life, but they can have this guy do it for them and film it. It just
I just refuse to believe it. It's some kind of fucking inside joke where a person clicks on the video, gets what's going on, and pretends to be part of it as if it were a joke. I'm sorry, I know I said that already, but that's what it has to be. That humanity is not this fucking weird. Maybe we are. Fuck, I don't know. Humanity is really fucking weird.
keeps getting stranger.
I don't know.
But as I said before, this is a rabbit hole, one that plummets to the very depths of this site, and Mr. Sleepy People is just the start. As when you search up iChecks and look at his subscription list, you find dozens of channels with hundreds of videos of this same practice. One of these channels, OSMKZHS, dates all the way back a full decade and features just 5 grainy videos of sleeping women having their faces manipulated by a man behind the camera. And though it isn't active today, the fact that this channel was prevalent so long ago shows us that this fetish style of video is nothing new, and it is still
I don't I know a lot of crazy shit, and it's baffling to me that I've never once come across this until now, me being 36. It's baffling that I haven't heard of anything like this. Not that I like it, I think it's fucking weird as shit, but you'd think that I would have heard about this fetish or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
prevalent to this day, as evident by a channel called REM Sleeper. The channel is just 3 weeks old, but in that time, it has already posted 20 videos, many of which being done on what he describes as drunk girls. And it's shocking the number of views that all of these accounts are pulling, and again, all positive comments. This is no small community that is watching these videos. This is a fairly large group lusting over sleeping women being touched in various ways. And this is only what we're seeing on YouTube.
That's what I said.
As it turns out, there is also what appears to be a black market-like trade of these videos. That's all happening behind the scenes, a fact that is proved within the comments of many of these videos, with people asking if they want to trade personal clips, even sharing emails and phone numbers, so they can trade their own videos behind the scenes. Something that I can only assume is being done because these people don't have permission to be filming these girls in their personal videos. So they don't want to post them onto YouTube to avoid being caught. This also may be done because these videos could be even more graphic, to the point where they wouldn't be allowed on YouTube. It's also important to note that every single person commenting on these videos and posting their own videos are men. And every one of these eye checks are done on women,
Yeah.
leading me to believe that this isn't just about the eyes. It's just as much the sleeping or drunk girl, which makes this next discovery all the more concerning.
It's like the ultimate violation. You know, when somebody gets violated, like you have this feeling, this like weird, unclean feeling, like when somebody breaks into your car or does something bad to you, but you know it's happening. But this, they don't even know what's happening, which is just adds so much more awfulness to it because they have no idea.
It seems that every channel that posts or comments on these videos has their own playlists. And these playlists link to thousands of other videos in this genre, showing us just how widespread this is. I mean, there's a channel called Have to Be Gone that has a playlist with 667 videos in it, most of which featuring passed out women being messed with while they sleep. And these videos can be far more graphic than we've seen, with some showing old film reels of actual dead female bodies, and others showing videos of women having seizures.
Oh
and
my
all of
god.
this is being fetishized. But though the graphicness and the sheer number of these videos that are out there is shocking, there is something else very strange that you can find in these playlists: the topic of hypnosis. It is something that is sprinkled within many of these playlists, as there are often videos that show women being hypnotized, and some of these are actual tutorials of how to hypnotize people to the point where they can't move and are completely unaware, thus giving you total control. It seems that these people are...
I don't know what I think about hypnosis. I think it's a bunch of bullshit, but also it's got an aspect to it that's real. But even, I don't know, I don't believe that I could ever get hypnotized, but maybe people can. Maybe if you're allowing yourself to do that, I don't know. Still feels like a lot of bullshit to me, but I don't know one way or the other.
Are into the idea of hypnotizing women, as women being asleep and unaware is such a large part of this fetish. And it's even possible they may be trying to learn this trade in order to more fully control these women, so that they can use them at their will. Now, I try not to be a person who judges others, especially when it comes to sexual preference. But if you think about this fetish as a whole, it is inherently problematic. These videos show women who are unaware, drunk, sleeping, and potentially even hypnotized in some. And something that all of these things have in common is that it makes it impossible for these women to consent.
Exactly, that's what I just said.
You can't say no to something that you don't even know is happening.
Exactly what I
These acts
said.
are sexual in the minds of the people consuming and making this content, so therefore their actions should be considered sexual as well, given the fact that it's their intention. And to me, this appears to be the basis of this fetish. I think they like the idea of messing with a girl who has no control, and who certainly can't say no. This is why these girls are always sleeping and drunk, and it also explains why hypnosis videos, seizure videos, and even clips of dead women
The seizure shit is fucking awful.
are in these playlists.
Awful.
It all shows girls who have no control over their bodies. It is just so twisted, as this whole fetish centers around a lack of consent. These girls don't know they're being filmed. They don't know they're being touched like this. And even if on the off chance they did agree to this beforehand, consent happens in the moment. It can't be given beforehand. Also, consent can't be given when you're drunk anyway. This fetish is twisted, and in every way possible, it is just wrong. And with that in mind, I want to close with the most disturbing part of this all.
Of course you do.
Kids.
And no, I don't want to fucking watch this.
8 years ago, Mr. Sleepy People would post it.
I don't want to watch this shit, but you have to. You have to watch fucked up shit to know what's out there. always said that.
Video entitled Random Little Sis, and the video shows what clearly seems to be a child sleeping. For the man behind this and all of his followers, this is a sexualized video. They watch this like pornography, and it's not only of his sister, but his underaged sister, a literal child. And unfortunately, there are multiple examples of this hidden within these endless playlists. These people are not only sexualizing unconsenting adults, but they are sexualizing sleeping children. And if that isn't bad enough, they then post those videos online for people to get off to. It just doesn't get any more screwed up than this. And I want you all to keep in mind that these women and children almost certainly have no idea that right now as we speak, people are viewing videos of them being toyed with in their sleep.
Yeah, that's also fucked up.
For thousands of people on the internet to watch in a sexual way. So it's clear that this community should not be allowed to exist here on YouTube. But the scary part is that on the off chance YouTube does actually terminate these accounts, they can do nothing to stop the behind the scenes trading of these videos. And if
whatever videos that you ever see, like concerning anyone or concerning a particular group of people, it's just a very tip of the iceberg.
this is the kind of stuff that they feel comfortable sharing, well, I can only imagine the sickening things that are shown in those clips. I want to give a huge thank you to my gold tier patrons and of course my god tier patrons.
Alright, well.
Sub to Micro O, Tracy Volp, Alfred.
That's 2 reactions on stream. I do stream every day. You should totally, follow me. I have 129 subs now. Gotta get that up there. Yeah, this was a really fucking weird video. I don't like it. But I don't know. I've never even thought about it though. Like I've never even had that thought. I'm very interested in like the genesis of where that thought came from. Just as, again, as a scientist, all this shit, I don't like anything having to do with eyeballs. I just do not like that. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. If you have anything else you want me to react to, comment down below. I actually do read and respond to every comment, or I try to anyway. But anyway, yep, that'll be it for me. Do all the YouTube stuff. I appreciate it, and I will see y'all later. Take it easy. Okay, recording is stopped. What time is it? 3:47. How long have I been going? 3.5 hours? I may call it there and go get some food and edit these things and then re-upload them, make thumbnails and shit. It's probably what I should do. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll be back tomorrow. What am I gonna do tomorrow? Probably more Metroid. I don't know. We'll see. It's always a grab bag with me. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, man. I will talk to you later.